Welcome back to Secrets Between the Stars, Defy the Dragon. I'm your host.
St. Patty's Day edition.
I keep forgetting it's St. Patrick's Day.
This is the traditional St. Patty's Day.
Numbers. Come on.
What is this motion?
Come on. Do a little, Come on.
Bring it around.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's canon now that there's Catholicism in Secrets. My name is Corey. I'm your host and GM. We'll start on my right-hand side and introduce our players and characters.
I'm Logan. I play Vinny, a retired bureaucrat envoy. I'm just a little guy in a suit and tie.
I'm Sully, and I play Tula, previously disgraced gamer girl, current operative sharpshooter.
Designation 2146, a soldier of the Formian Unified Hive of Castrovel, here to serve for their captain.
I'm Marcus Me. I'm Irish. I play Hyalessa, the operative battle medic. Mm-hmm.
That's our
You
stream.
just got it.
That's it, everybody. Good night.
Did you hear what you did there? Hey, Marcus, you should say it. Marcus, say it again. You didn't get it.
I'm 32 years old, and I only thought of that pun today.
I appreciate that you're looking at me and not the camera when you said that.
This is a deeply personal moment
Marcus
for
told me
him.
that he was going to wait to say this one.
Not for Hyalessa, but for Marcus.
But he did tell me ahead of time, but he told me like this. He was like, Marcus meow.
I'm proud.
Where we last
So
left
it's me.
our heroes'
Dying.
quotes. Yes, two literally dropped dead. They, having found the resistance leader who sadly slumped off, Vinny went downstairs and immediately had a fireball hurled at him, which turned out to not be quite a fireball, but radiation chains wrapped around him. Thinking his cover was blown, he was able to smooth talk his way out and convince everyone that no, I'm actually really cool. So much so that he got unchained and got to wear the armor of a man from upstairs.
I didn't even bother to think of how that would affect my EAC and KAC for that entire fight, but that's not important anymore.
I didn't either, so it didn't happen actually. It's crazy. So Vinny got one guy to go upstairs to go talk to the rest of the crew, who immediately mollywopped him. I'm talking just a brutal jumping, just right at the top of the stairs. After that, all hell broke loose. Whole combat started where all of them got downstairs and noticed a little girl inside of the coffin that the man performing a magic spell on was inside. He begins to complete his spell, and then the little girl pops her head up and goes, "I need you," and then looked at Tula and teleported her in, where they found a ghost inside of a ghost realm. Tula died, literally. Dropped dead. Outside, they kept swapping in and out, dead bodies dropping from within the coffin, and then another person going inside, till eventually they defeated a ghost, a specter, who I don't believe we actually really said who that was yet. There was a specter in there, and the little girl is now standing out holding a massive metal core, happy, and talking to these four, who I think one of them has a gun pointed at her currently. And that's where we find ourselves now.
I'm gonna kill her.
No, we don't kill kids.
No, I'm gonna.
We
No,
don't-
that's not a kid.
That's you kid?
I'm a kid.
No,
okay.
she's like a witch or something.
I mean, kids can be witches.
They could be. Kinda. I'm something like that.
Hi, I'm Vinny.
Hi, nice to meet you,
Nice to
Pindy.
meet you. And you are...
I don't have one.
That's because she's a witch.
I think actually witches like... Hang on.
Sure.
What do I roll for? Mysticism?
Sure.
20? The witches, like... Witches got names.
Witches. So, okay, I'll give you. Normally, the thing is, witches do have names, and knowing a name is power.
Yeah.
So they don't want to get their name out there.
Well, there you go. So,
exactly
no,
what
but
I
like
was
if she
But I
doesn't...
will also ask you to follow up with a perception roll here as well. Or sense motive, rather. I'm sorry.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. With a natural 20, you get. She's not lying. She don't got a name.
Yeah, she's got no name. Witches need names for
Like-
power.
Somebody took her name.
Aw. Wait, you just never have one? Somebody stole it? Like,
I never had one. Never needed it.
you want one?
Sure.
I truly don't understand how this is up for debate right now. She did this little thing and then teleported us and then killed us.
I didn't
And
kill
then we
you.
went to hell.
Yeah,
I
the-
think.
That's a good point.
We're
We're not really talking. I died.
I died, and you died.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not the loudest thing that just occurred, so don't look at me like that.
The leader is at the bottom of this pit, correct?
She looks over at the pit. She goes, yeah.
2146 thinks it would be wise, perhaps, to go down there, retrieve that strange flamethrower they had. It seemed powerful.
He
Okay,
didn't have a
but-
flamethrower. He just cast a spell.
What does that mean?
Like magic?
Like magic.
Magic.
There's no such thing as magic.
Magic isn't a thing. There
Yeah, it
was
is.
a
Watch.
device.
She does this, and all four of you just swap places around.
She's doing it again. Where'd you go?
2146 has seen translocators before. Not sure when you attached one to them.
It's not. You can search all you want. There's no translocate. It's magic. That's what the pool inside of the coffin was. That green ooze was like a magic and radiation mix.
Okay, so can I kill her now? I don't know what's going on.
I'd rather you didn't
So
kill
he-
me.
That one. The flamethrower comes from themselves, like a monster, like a
dragon?
like a dragon, perhaps.
It's kind of like a dragon, but instead of from the mouth, it's from their hand and like their soul.
2146 assumed this was from some sort of weapon.
It's like he's the weapon. It's like he's the weapon that makes his own ammunition and exudes it as well.
Okay,
They just look like a person. Captain, 2146 does not understand this. What does this child speak of?
Penelope.
I'm sorry?
Hyalessa,
I'm
2146
sorry,
thinks the
I've
captain
been,
may have sustained severe damage.
Just trying to think of a name. She doesn't have a name. I'm not just gonna be like, hey, you.
I mean,
supposed to be
at
in
least the
charge
two of
here.
us died. I don't know. Did you die too?
I
That's
didn't
fine.
even know that there was another guy. To
then
be
maybe
honest,
he might have had head damage.
Oh, so yeah, what happened was that, picture this. All right, we're all sitting there. We're fighting. You were kicking some serious tin can, by the way, my friend.
Thank you, Captain.
And you had to do some magic-y stuff.
Yes.
And I feel like everybody had different stuff that they did because I got asked to talk to the guy. What did you do when you were in the box?
I hit a device.
There you go.
She holds it up.
Oh, that
Yes,
thing, yeah,
that
thing.
one from the little girl dimension.
Yeah.
That's not quite what it is, but I like what you say, so it's okay.
Susan.
The Susan
I
dimension?
Keep trying, keep trying.
I keep going.
It's not the Susan dimension.
Jasmine.
Jasmine?
It's
okay.
All right.
I knew a J name would at least be positive.
I cannot comprehend how this is going right now.
So do you know? She points down to the off the cliff. She goes, "Did you know who that guy was?"
The guy that threw the stuff at me?
The flamethrower man.
No.
Right. Yes. No.
I mean, I know he was in charge of some kind of cult.
Yeah. So he worships Ayleth,
Right.
the big dragon, and you see her start like moving her head around as if there's like people talking to her. And she goes, "Okay. Yeah." So he speaks to Ayleth. She worships her. She gives him some of her power, to fuel more worship towards her because she likes the attention. She likes being the one that's celebrated. So she gives him some of her arcana in exchange for lives and magic or not magic, but lives and treasures and electronics and things like that.
What's the way you're having trouble following it?
Okay, hold on. I was gone for a minute, so maybe I'm not understanding.
Sure.
What happened to me was, this, little girl got my attention.
Amanda.
We don't know that.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Hang in there.
She doesn't look like an Amanda.
Wait.
And she did like this thing, and then I went to hell and I saw a ghost and then died.
So you
And then I
didn't-
woke up in like even worse. Well, no, there was the big the thing, and then I woke up in worse hell.
So you didn't go to hell. There was no point where hell actually you went to. That was
But I died.
you did die. So maybe you went to hell then, but you didn't go to hell with me. If you went to hell, it was a solo adventure. But with
No,
me,
'cause
where
you
and I went.
And you were there.
We were
there.
Oh, you talking about the place with all the tentacles?
Ah, the combat world.
Yes. So that was the anger and manifestation of the spirit that was haunting this power core. And she holds up the big metal ball. She goes, he was haunting this out of anger and spite towards Ayleth because she betrayed him and trapped him in here.
All right.
So what I did was speaking to my spirit friends. They allowed me to channel some more power. They made a room where we could handle him safely. It was his domain, but we were protected more in there. We're able to handle him, make sure he was gone, and so he could move on. So now, he's been exorcised, his spirit's found peace, and we have the energy core.
Hi, Alessa. This kind of sits and lays down on the ground.
Oh, no. She's
going again.
she goes over and she goes, are you okay? If you need to move on, it's okay. I can help you, guide you through that.
Oh no, it's okay. I've
No,
already
she's
died once
okay,
today.
actually.
Okay.
I've already
okay.
died once today. This is just a lot to process. Just give me a second.
So, I believe that you guys have a lot of questions, right? And mixed feelings.
2146 has one feeling.
What's that?
You are a child.
Yes.
It is clear that whatever you perceive of this situation has confused you. You speak of tales and fables as if they are real. There is no magic or ghosts. This must, if we retrieve the body of that one down below, 2146 knows we can find their flamethrower, see how this works. Perhaps, same with Core.
I know what I can do. And she looks down. She looks down and she goes, okay, as you call him, Flamethrower Man, he's moved on. But the other one, and she raises her hand, and from the cliff, from like underneath this ravine, you see the spirit of the guy who pencil dived and tackled the man into the pit. And him in a translucent form begins to rise. And she goes, this is the man that you guys convinced to help you at the end of his life. And he's just kind of standing there, like, not standing, but floating there, just looking at all four of you just blankly.
Ooh.
How you doing?
Hologram.
And,
Can you kill him like you did with us?
no, I can't.
That's like the definitive wake-up call about this.
I don't think that was her. I think that was the angry guy.
Yeah, that was the spirit. That was the
yeah.
revenant. That was in there. It was very angry.
Because I saw him when I went in the box, and like my heart started to speed up a little bit, but I got it under control. I've seen scarier things.
It wasn't you?
No, it wasn't me. I was there. That's why I said be careful when you look up. I was trying to warn you and let you know it's dangerous if you look up there. But
So
I was hoping you'd survive.
Why did old
But you-
green guy down there rope you into all this?
Well, the spirits told me to come over this way, so I came over this way, and he found me, saw my spiritual connection, and kind of just kept me here for a while, and then he put me in there, and I saw a spirit and needed help, so I tried helping. And then you four came in, and I was like, oh, good, they're strong, they can help.
Can we take like a short rest while this is happening?
Yeah, well, here's what she'll go. If you guys want, what I can do is you and I, all of us, can start walking towards the resistance camp. She's like holding, you see her just kind of like holding the core still and starts putting it underneath her arm. She goes, we can start heading towards the resistance camp. My friends tell me that we'll find some more information that might help you along the way.
And our floating friend here.
Oh, and she puts her hand on like his chest where his heart is, and she goes, it's okay, be at peace. And you see him just disperse.
Okay.
Okay.
Wichita. It's a good name.
That's fun. That's something. We'll get there somewhere,
I
okay?
want to go lie down.
Okay, let's go. And we'll say you guys short rest as you begin to walk.
2146 is very injured.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
It
get
was
to
a
this.
glorious battle.
Let's get to this resistance camp. And
Remind
bed.
2146 this rest is spending one resolve point to regain all of the stamina.
Right.
that's what
It's
a
just
short rest
stamina,
is?
Yes.
not hit points.
Stamina, not hit points. You get your stamina.
Gotcha.
How does one restore
your
hit
stamina?
points?
Long
Time.
rests. Long rests and time.
Hope and
It's
prayer.
very similar to Pathfinder 2e rules of you have to do medicine checks to regain your health over time. And if you just sleep for like 8 hours, and you get like your level plus your like con, I think it is, in HP back.
Oof.
But, you know, with a long rest, we'll hand wave it and assume you guys just spent a good chunk of time in this rest healing yourself. But for now, a short rest.
Yeehaw.
You all begin walking out of this town, and you find yourself in this massive redwood forest. She's walking. How's the walking pattern here?
Are we bringing Helmet Man with us?
Do you want to?
Gosh.
Has he repented enough to see the error of his ways, or does he just want to go on with his life and go a different direction?
I believe as you walk up to him, he'll see you in his armor, and he goes, "You can keep it." And he's like, "I'll keep this part as a memento and penance for all that I've done, but I must make peace."
All right, I'm gonna just leave it here. You really shouldn't go walking through the woods naked.
Right, you are. And he puts the pants on, and he goes, "Namaste, my friends," as he walks in the opposite direction of
That's
you guys.
crazy. I thought he said he was gonna stay. He left.
It's okay. Actually, it's fine. Yeah, no, it's weird. Let's keep going.
What's the walking pattern here as you guys are trekking through woods? This is a bit of a hike.
2146 usually sticks close to the captain, in case anything should befall them.
Hey, you gonna do me a favor? Let me pick up a barrel from that town center,
Oh my gosh.
and I'll just ride in this barrel.
Of course, Captain. 2146 will carry the captain in this barrel.
Total cover.
I'd like to stand apart from 2146.
I have a feeling we'll probably be standing like close behind.
Yeah.
Like, 2146 can be leading the way and
Yeah,
walking through any traps, and we'll be
at a painless distance would be.
Yeah.
There he goes.
As you guys are walking, the little girl will lead the way. She goes, "Okay, I know the way. Come on." As you guys are all following her, you walk through these massive forests. It is beautiful out here. It is just vibrant nature. You hear birds chirping. Everything is green and alive. The air is fresh. This is the first time you've smelled fresh air in probably a while, as you guys live on the Absalom Ring. So just repurposed, recycled air constantly. It is a nice change of pace. As you're all walking, you see in the distance, very far in the distance, at the top of a hill, you see a fort. What looks like a man-made little fort area, and it's not quite a clearing, but it's close to a clearing you can get while it's still having a good amount of trees around. Massive logs that are spiked at the top, as walls around, shabbily, hastily built houses inside. It seems pretty large, but this is presumably where the resistance would be.
Look, over yonder. There's a fort.
Well, I guess that's where we're headed.
I believe you.
Anyone
I
not
can't with you, please.
anyone not in a barrel. I would love a perception check.
What a crazy qualifier! You'd think that would mean everybody at the table.
Ha! Beat you.
Well,
Wait, what was it? Perception?
Perception.
I'm so good at this game. I got
What?
41.
howdy.
2146 rolled a 2 for a total of 2.
I rolled a 3 for a total of 16.
Okay, with a 41.
It's big me.
As you are walking in these woods, you see another person between the trees. You see what looks like a man, looks a little older, kind of taller, wearing a big white cloak around him. It's not quite a cloak, similar to like a poncho, but he's got a white poncho around him. He's got a big hat, and he's just got some dark pants on as he's walking in a similar direction as you guys.
That was just for Sully.
Did you say something?
No, just in my head.
Oh.
Do you see?
She thought
Do you
something.
see that guy?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
He's coming over. Is he heading this way?
He's like walking
Or is he, like-
parallel to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like close. I guess I meant like closer at a distance.
Yeah, he's probably 20, 30 feet away. He's not far.
Okay. I just act cool.
Should we whistle?
I don't know. I just kind of feel on edge ever since we went to the fighting dimension. Cause does it look like he's armed?
You can make me another perception check, and I will give it a perception check or sense motive. I'll give you either one.
Can we multiple?
Yeah, I'll give you. You're both looking.
2146. We'll try sense motive
Slightly
instead.
better.
I got a 17 for a total of 17.
Okay.
25.
25.
Yeah. On perception.
Okay.
24, yeah.
25. Okay. Tula, you see that it looks like he's got weapons on him. Looks like he's got like pistols and things on his side, but they are like clasped in. They're not like ready to draw easy.
Okay.
He seems to just be walking through the woods.
All right. I'm just gonna try and look cool and real buff when we're passing through.
Okay.
I think that Tula is just feeling just super flighty and on edge. Like there's a lot of reality shattering events kind of back to back here for Tula. So anything that's not according to this exact plan is gonna kind of set her off. So as this guy's passing, she's gonna kind of like, act like gun two kind of stance.
What do we roll to act natural?
What do we roll to act natural?
Performance, I guess.
Whistle.
I don't think they even have a performance.
We don't have performance.
I don't know. You
Disguise.
Sure,
Disguise.
disguise,
Sure,
deception,
man.
whatever you want to do.
It's cocked. Which is a shame. Because that's so much worse. No, I want to be cool. Thank you to Jade Attendant. No, I want to be cool.
I had 29.
29.
You're
okay.
gonna be cool, and I will too. Because this was a nat 1.
What about intimidate?
Come on, just
I'll give you intimidate.
take a
To
deep,
look
deep,
buff and
take
strong.
a deep breath and like whistle and like just like
Slightly scary.
Okay, and
Sure.
whistle. I whistle? I don't know.
I don't know, just play like
Tarnation.
pretend you're like playing a video game. Just like you're just being normal.
Okay.
33.
Pretend to be an NPC.
33.
I start doing like the. The walk that those the ladies do in GTA.
Just swinging your
Really
hands.
wide gait as I rolled a 7 on the die.
Vinny, would you like to do anything?
What's going on?
Okay, just making sure you're
He's in a barrel.
These shoes ain't gonna honk themselves, my friend.
It's a 26 total.
All right, with a 26 total, you sway your hips very weird and step on a loud branch.
A really wide walk.
As he looks over and then does see a fairly intimidating massive ant carrying something. And he goes, hello. And as he says hello, you see the little girl in front of you go, oh, Declan. And she runs over to him.
As he says hello, Hyalessa turns and does like the very corny intro to video, like, "Oh hey, I didn't see you there."
2146.
Hello,
dead.
MTV. Welcome to my.
He looks over and he sees the little girl running up to him and you hear him go, oh, Oracle, good. And she runs over and gives him like a little hug on his leg and he gives her a pat. And then he picks her up, and you see that core she's holding does look pretty hefty. He very easily picks her up as she's still holding it, and he walks over to you and he goes, "Oh, who are you guys?"
2146 places the barrel down and taps on the side. Captain, a visitor.
How you doing?
Oh, all right, Yasoki, Formian, Kobold, and Moisha. Nice to meet you guys.
Close enough.
Okay. It's kind of a weird way to go about introductions, but
That's not a normal band of people you see around here. Not let alone a band that you see in general.
We are a strange group.
fair.
Very distinctive.
Fair. I prefer to go by
You
Tina,
especially.
though. Okay. No, me especially.
Yeah.
Is that so?
Yes. 2146 feels they're simply saying something obvious.
I prefer Tula to Kobold.
Tula. Nice to meet you, Tula. And 2146, I assume.
Indeed.
What's your
That is
full?
this
What's
one.
your full station rank here?
14-0735-2908-2146. The soldier of the Formian Unified Hive of Castrovel.
I met a few Formians in my day, but their numbers were much lower, so I'm glad to hear you guys are doing well.
They must hail from smaller hives. Designations are simply serial.
I didn't know that.
They're
That's
just
good to know
older,
now.
they've got the lower serial number. You can call me Hyalessa.
Hi, Lessa. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Lessa.
And what's your barrel friend?
Vinny, how you doing?
Vinny. I'm good,
This
Vinny.
is actually our captain.
Oh, if I don't mind, what's the barrel? What's with the barrel?
Well, that's what he's captain of.
Yeah.
Not much. What's the barrel with you?
At the moment, I believe this is our ship.
A ship. And he starts looking over at all four of you. He goes, "You guys are from off planet."
Yeah. Did anybody go check and see if our ship had actually been stolen? Or
No.
we were just... Yeah, I didn't think so.
No, I'm sorry. I was busy dying.
That's all right. No, I just realized we're now operating under the assumption that it was stolen.
I mean, you saw where we crashed. I feel
Yeah.
like-
That man told us it was gone. What purpose would they have to lie?
That's true. Oh, that's right. People that weren't there were going to get our ship. Yeah, they probably got it.
Yeah, if you crash and you left it unattended for longer than even 15 minutes, then the cult will take it. That's kind of their whole MO.
Well, that
Better not
kind of
touch
leads
my
into
novel.
what we're doing here.
So, you guys heading towards any points towards the direction of
Yeah,
the
we set
resistance?
some kind of resistance leader free from being held captive by the cult, and just going to go follow up with it.
A resistance leader free. Was she...
Yeah, Archer got a bow on her back.
Yeah, was she alive? She was
Yeah,
alive then.
yeah.
Was there anyone else alive?
Not when we were done, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That is not entirely true.
That's
There was at least one that survived.
Yeah. That
Is he-
guy's gonna be fine though.
There's one resistance that was
Oh
alive?
no.
Okay.
Did we see a lot of bodies? Did we see anybody else like living or dead?
You saw signs of battle, but you didn't necessarily see the bodies themselves. But they're definitely, and like from how the scratches and blasts look and everything, that looked pretty recent. Like it did not look like it was longer than even hours before you got there. He goes, okay.
It is possible they have escaped. 2146 did not see many corpses. And wars usually leave behind a very strong scent, which 2146 did not pick up.
Interesting. Okay. Well, apologies. My name is Declan. It's very nice to meet all of you. I am a weaponsmith. I build weapons, I make weapons, I infuse them with whatever is needed. And I was on my way also to the resistance camp to see if they needed more weapons. But it sounds like I'm going to have a talk with their leader as well. If you don't mind me and my oracle friend here tagging along.
Oh, Bridget?
Bridget, is that? And he looks at her. He goes, "Is that your name now?" And she goes, "I don't think so, not yet." All right. He goes,
I
"I
thought Bridget was the best one.
I call her Oracle because she tends to know the future a lot. So I just start calling her that."
Huh.
Okay.
Who's the future?
So I'm willing to bet since you helped the resistance, they'll help rebuild your ship a bit, get you kind of back on your feet. What brought you guys here, by the way?
Well, yeah, we're here to
Our
kill
crew
it.
has a contract for the dragon. 2146 is not, did we forget?
Dead or alive?
No,
We're here to
no,
kill
but
the
we
dragon.
didn't.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you don't like that. And then
Much has happened. It would be understandable if you are overwhelmed, Tula. But our job here is to kill the dragon.
Thank you, 2146.
You are welcome.
Always just looking out for my best interest.
Okay. So I don't mind you kill the dragon. That does not affect
Yeah,
me
we're
one way or
gonna.
another. Okay. But who made the contract?
It was
The
Dominion?
fax machine.
No,
Dominion.
the fax machine doesn't make the contracts. Remember?
Did-
It's-
2146 saw it with their own eyes. They called the captain to retrieve it.
Dominion.
Dominion.
It
Okay.
came from Blue Sticky Note fax machine.
You talk like a man from off-world.
Yeah, I'm from Offworld.
Oh,
I've been here. Me and a couple of my compatriots have been here for a little while, and the fact that Dominion knows of this place is alarming to me. But
Well, they didn't. At least what we got didn't really mention, like, here, this settlement. It was just kind of that the dragon was around
this area of
space. So, we didn't really know that anybody was here.
Okay.
We were just told that there was a dragon in space.
All right. Well, that expedites some of my plans, but it's at least good to know that we're not totally found out. So that's good to know. If it's all the same with you, I'd love to join you guys for sit down now.
I don't see why not.
What reason would you have to hide from Dominion?
I've got a few friends of mine. We're not the most loved by Dominion or Ram or Pantheon. They don't love us. We don't love them that much. And we're gonna see if we can do some fighting back a little bit, but that's the plan, at least for now.
What kind of fighting back?
He puts his hands up because I'm just the gun guy. I don't put the plans together. I have a much smarter friend who does all of that. This, for me, I make the weapons, I get the weapons, I supply, I help where I can. If you're interested, after we finish killing the dragon, more than happy to introduce you to my friends, if you're interested in our cause. Otherwise, I'd rather you just kept this between us.
I think if you're supplying the guns for a plan, that you really ought to know a little bit more about what that plan is.
You can make me a sense motive check here.
Okay. 16 plus, what is it? Okay, so 26. Oh, 36, rather.
36.
Much better than that.
He knows the plan, and he knows the plan pretty well, but
Yeah,
he
he
does
does.
not want. He's not willing to say it,
Yeah, he
and
does.
from the sense, the vibe that you're getting from him, he's not gonna say it.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I've already died once today, so whatever works. I'm not gonna be too picky. At this point, I don't even care about the dragon. I just want to get this ship fixed.
All right. Well, we can head over towards the camp. I'm sure they'll be able to at least let you sleep for a night or something. Right?
Well, here's hoping.
All right. He starts walking towards there, and he moves Oracle, as she's just known for him, and just puts her on his shoulders as they start walking towards the camp.
All right. I
All right,
guess.
Captain,
Yeah.
if our credits come from Dominion, and this man has plans to attack them, does that not make him our enemy?
No, not necessarily.
This is not said quietly.
Yeah, I know you can't whisper. No, it seems like, and correct me if I'm wrong here, whatever kind of action they're gonna taking requires at least a little bit more planning than me going, job is done, and then the credits immediately being wired where they need to go. Good enough. He will not get in the way of our paycheck.
Understood, Captain.
As you loudly say that, Tula, you can make me another perception check.
That is not a good ooh.
28.
The 28, you see him jump a little bit at him saying that, but you genuinely can't tell if it is because of what he said or because of his very loud and sudden volume that he speaks at constantly.
I will get out of the barrel and just start rolling it with me.
Are you on top or inside?
No,
of it?
I'm inside.
Okay.
No, I'm just behind it, pushing it. Because I do not have good enough acrobatics to be on top of the barrel.
Hey, 2146, don't say anything yet. Say boo.
Boo!
He doesn't flinch.
Ah!
What was this for?
Never mind.
As you guys begin walking, it begins to become nighttime as the sun slowly sets. As the sun sets, you notice two things in the sky. One, there's a lot of moons in the sky. They are just constantly circling around it. There are some that are very small. There are some that are very close, but they are just ever present in the sky. The other thing you notice is a large building floating. Definitely looks like it's in space itself, but it looks almost like a massive castle just hanging out up there.
Just for the purpose of 2146's visual image, is this like a band of moons, or just the whole sky is a sheet of them?
Sheet of them, just
Gotcha.
tons all sprinkled all over the place.
Gotcha.
Whoa.
I'm guessing that's where the dragon lives. I'll point to the castle.
Declan turns around and goes, yep, that's Ayleth's house. She reigns over whole little solar system we got going here.
Huh.
How it's a castle that's like it's like a spaceship that looks like a castle? How is that flying?
If it's visible from here, it must be massive.
That it is, and that it is. It is both a functioning spaceship that sits up there, but is also massive.
Oh,
So that's no moon.
that's a castle.
That's a spaceship.
You know, I got my minor in real estate. Once this whole thing is over and that dragon is dead, bada boom, we could. I don't want to take it alive.
Captain, 2146 thought your minor was in poetry.
You remember?
Of course!
Right.
How fast can that thing go?
I imagine it can go fairly fast. It's
Yeah.
probably as fast as any like massive freighters or anything like that.
Imagine if it's a castle. It's probably got a pretty good defense grid too.
Oh, that it does. There's been plenty of people who tried to get close to it and fail wildly. But and he points at the core that she's holding, and he goes, "This thing might be able to help them out immensely."
Oh?
I'll show you what this is for once we get there. As he turns and starts walking again. As you guys arrive, you see walls are huge, spiked at the top. You can see guards standing outside, and they have just like massive spears. They don't have any firearms. And as they point them at you as you approach, their eyes adjust to the darkness as you walk in, and they see Declan's face. They go, "Oh, Declan, hey!" And then they see the four of you, and they go, "Who are you guys?"
We're with him.
Designation 2146. Formian soldier of the Unified Hive.
Okay. And he looks at Declan. What does that mean? And Declan goes, "They're with me. We're here to see the boss." And he goes, "Okay, yeah, you guys can go on inside." They open these massive gates. These take like 4 people from the other side to pull on each door. As you step inside and you see that there are dirt paths going all over. You see small houses built. You see barrels and boxes scattered all over the place, as these are people just kind of desperately trying to survive as much as they can, and they're just kind of scavenging what they have. As you walk in, you see the little girl on top of Declan's shoulders. You go, "Okay, I'm down up here," and she takes the core and gives it to Declan, and she jumps off his shoulders. She goes, "I'm gonna go find my friend. I'll be back," and then she runs off deeper into the village.
Have a good day, Vanessa.
I like that one.
What?
That's all right.
Right.
No
We're
way.
getting warmer. We're getting warmer.
As you walk in, you see these are shoddily built houses. There's not much to these. These are basic rocks, lots of wood, fireplaces inside that both light and keep it warm. And one house in particular is much bigger than the others near the back. Presumably that is where the boss will live.
Important people live in big buildings.
That's right. I've always said that. And he goes, "All right, we're gonna go see the boss." As he takes you guys up this path, you see this is the only house that is large with a front porch on it that kind of wraps around the side of it. All other houses were very simple, but this one seems to be able to not just accommodate whoever the leader is, but accommodate a lot of people at once. And as you open the doors, you see your friend Zephna, who was the one that you rescued, at a table inside this massive, long, sturdy oak table. She is face down on it, and there are just drinks and empty cups all around her.
Oof.
As she's sitting there, Declan goes, "Oh, great." And he walks over and he slams the core down and knocks a bunch of cups off. He goes, "All right, kid, get up." And she starts hazily looking, and she sees you four. She goes, "Oh, it's you guys. You guys saved my life. How'd you do that?"
Violently.
That's a lot of empty cups.
There's more like empty cups in here than a saloon.
I don't know what that means, but I believe I've outdrank anyone else here. And she stands up, and the chair kind of kicks back a little bit, and she starts steadying herself. She goes, I gotta find some more. I'll be right back. And she starts walking outside.
Hi, Leslie. You got any poison remover on you?
I think so. I gotta look through my bag.
Good. You give me a green light. You give me a red light, green light on that one.
Declan walks over, and he looks at you, 2146. He goes, "Can you hold her for a second, please?"
Of course.
make me a reflex. Make me a reflex saving throw. And she tries to kind of drunkenly squirm out of you.
This is how
2146 is not particularly gentle, but they are awkward.
So AJ pantomimes holding a lady. Oh,
That's kind of impressive, honestly. I feel like that should just make it pass.
I'll give you advantage.
I mean, my reflex is not fantastic. Are you serious about the advantage?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I found my
It
antitoxin.
didn't get better.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
19.
no.
At 19 total, she's drunk. She's not very hard. You just kind of lightly put your hand on her shoulder, and she stops. And she goes, "Whoa!"
You want to remove the toxins from her system, sober her up real quick?
I can try to weaken some of them, yeah.
2146 will simply turn her towards Hyalessa.
This is starting to feel really uncomfortable.
We are helping.
Hyalessa starts taking out the serum and like putting it into the little injector. Takes a second to get everything loaded. And I assume that she is not very paying too much attention, so I could probably just go right up and give her a quick.
She's looking at the big strong man who just grabbed her, and she goes, "Oh, holy cow!" She puts her hand on your chest.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? This a little shot in the back.
And she goes, "Ow!" And she begins to like squirm a bit, and then she just reels over, dry heaves a couple times, and she goes, "Okay." Stands up. "Okay."
That should do a little bit better. And then here, have this one too. It's high tech. Take a drink.
She goes, "Okay."
It's just some water.
Good morning.
She goes, "Oh, damn it. Good morning." And she looks at you four. She goes, What are you doing here? Why are you here?
You told us to come here.
I did. And she turns and sees Declan, and she goes, "Oh, shit." As he looks at her, and she goes, "Kid, you messed up. You got so many people killed." And she goes, I know. I'm sorry." And she sits down, and she goes, I'm not fit to be in charge of this anymore. I've drafted. She holds up a little note that she moves a bunch of cups over, holds up a piece of paper. She goes, "I drafted my resignation, and I'll just serve as an aside." She goes, I've ended so many lives off of my own selfish interests. I'm sorry." And Declan just looks down at her and goes, "You don't apologize to me. You apologize to the families out there." And she goes, "Okay." And she just slumps down. You see her just begin to space out. And Declan then looks at all four of you and he goes, "Well, that was weird. I'm sorry."
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
Losses are an unavoidable part of war. You should not engage in battles you cannot afford to lose.
This was a battle that they should not have engaged in because they were going to lose. And she, as he points at her, you just see her just fully dissociate. Just points at her and she goes, "She got a lot of people killed. There's," and he opens the door and looks outside. He goes, "There's about half of the people that used to be here when I was here a month ago. It looks like they took a battle on that they weren't ready for. So they're very underarmed."
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he closes the door and he goes, "That's not necessarily your issue. You want to handle the dragon, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go. I have a friend that we can go meet really quick. She'll be able to get you guys patched up a little bit and maybe get you some help to get to that there big castle in the sky. Okay?
Is she gonna be okay?
Looks
She
over.
kind of looks around at like all the, again, like all of the empty bottles.
He looks over at all the empty bottles, looks over at Zephna, and he goes, No, she won't be, but that's the grieving process, and that's how you learn to be a better person. Is she won't be okay for a while, but she will be. And he pats her on the back, and he goes, she recognizes her mistakes at least. So that's step one, I guess.
I'll meander over to where she is, and if she slumped onto the floor, eye level, basically.
She's like something in a chair, but yeah, you basically, with how slumped she
What
is.
was her name again? It was
Zephna.
Zephna.
She looks at you. Hey.
It starts with I'm sorry. The hardest speeches you're gonna give for the next couple hours, they start with I'm sorry. If at the end of this you feel like you can't be here anymore, you talk to me.
She goes, I didn't even get your name.
Vinny.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Vinny. Thank you. She kind of starts standing up and patting herself down. She goes, okay, I'm gonna go start making apologies and try to start making amends. Thank you, Vinny. Thank you guys for saving me. You'll be able to get some help. She points to a door that leads down to a basement. She goes, down there'll be some help for you. We've got tools to help you fight the dragon and ways to patch yourself up a bit. So, thank you for all you guys have done.
Just lay off the hard stuff, okay?
I will.
Yeah, this ain't the answer.
Okay. I will. Thank you. She stands up and she walks out the front door.
Tula,
Yeah?
you see 2146 get all the way down, almost on the floor.
Whoa.
Put one of their hands up
No,
over their mouth
it's
in a
okay.
whispering
No,
motion.
it's okay.
2146 does not understand. They all died in battle. Their souls went to glory. Why does she not celebrate?
Well, because she wasn't. They weren't ready to go to glory yet. You know, it's.
You have
There's something a little bit more to dying than just going somewhere else. It's about you leave a bunch of stuff behind and that's it. That's the end of it.
But they gave themselves for their cause. The most honorable end one could have.
There's kind of a lot more to some people than a cause.
They fell for their hive. Did they not?
I mean, yeah, they did, but they still lost. So
Pulls himself all the way back up. Kind of a laborious effort. Lots of legs, very large.
I thought you'd have to explain the concept of death to somebody that's 3 times your size.
Look, we can be a little honest. We're all sailing on the same ship because we hit a low point. I think it doesn't do us any harm to extend the same offer to somebody else.
It's fair. Yeah.
Well said, Captain.
That's fine. I'm
Thanks,
just
though.
not sharing a room.
That's fine.
I cheers to that, but all the bottles are empty.
I don't think that this. I don't think a cheers would be appropriate in this specific context. Actually,
As
I think it's a bad cheersing time.
Declan is giving you guys some space, he goes,
No.
I'm so thirsty.
Stay thirsty.
stay thirsty. Declan gives you guys
thirsty,
some space, and he goes, all right, well, let's go downstairs. I have a friend, Isla. She's down there. She'll be able to help you guys out a bit.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the woman that betrayed the guy in the orb?
No.
Okay, I thought that name is very similar.
Sounds similar.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
What is this?
This
that
is
was
me,
Logan
my
thinking.
remembering poking brain. This is the remember part of your
What are
brain.
they
We all have to
remembering?
do it or he can't remember.
Triggering the synapses. He opens the door and you see some stairs that go down. And as you guys follow him down, you guys walk down a while. Like, this is a long time, and it goes from campfires to fluorescent lights as you are descending further and further and further down.
2146 is tired of all these stairs. Never made for quadrupedal forms.
Better not be on the ball of radiation down here, though. I don't.
You see, 2146 goes down all of these with their hands out on the walls, bracing themselves the whole way because it's so awkward with 4 legs.
I love going downstairs. And behind Tula, she's like waddling down in her little lizardness. Her tail is just going pop, 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 down all the stairs.
Tell that to your dog. 2146 has seen corgis run downstairs. They are not graceful.
Corgis are canon.
Corgis are canon.
Corgis are canon. They
Things-
have stat blocks.
Things we've established that are canon: Catholicism and corgis.
They were already canon.
Space corgi.
I
Space
think that
corgis.
everybody in any campaign, everybody gets one thing they get to make canon. One silly little thing.
So Catholicism.
One
Corgis.
silly little thing.
We did corgis.
We
I'm
got
waiting to cash in.
Okay, Catholicism's a freebie. We've introduced Catholic
That's the
guilt.
free space on the bingo
It's-
card.
That's the center.
It's a given, really.
Everyone's got a little
We have
Catholic guilt.
introduced Catholic corgis to Starfinder. The world has advanced.
I think a few hundred years ago, one of the corgi was a pope.
I didn't vote for it.
They had the hat. 2146 saw this.
They had the hat and the Pope-mobile. It was the Pup-mobile.
Those are the 2 things that make you a pope. The hat and the car. The divine authority is optional.
There's a Pope car in Cars 2.
Yeah, I know, which only happened after someone tried to kill the Pope.
So this is
And he's in a Pope car.
implied that there was an attempted Cars Pope
There he is.
assassination.
All right, we're
2146
This is
feels
so
we're
important.
losing our focus. This staircase is very long and
It was
driving
so
us to
important.
madness.
We're literally, we're descending in the madness.
As
long have we been going?
as you're on the verge of a mental snap and you hear the ending of What a Thrill playing. as you get to the bottom of the stairs, you see this is a massive hangar. This is huge in here. And not only is this a hangar for like ships and not jets, I almost said jets, this is for ships and fleets and stuff. There are 4 huge mechs sitting in here, all in the shape of dragons in their own way. All have draconic style heads. 2 of them you see are on 4 legs. The other 2 are just kind of standing there, and they seem to be powered off with massive cables going into what looks like a massive metal machine in the center of the room. Messing with that massive metal machine, you see a red tiefling woman sitting there just kind of loudly humming to herself as you see her just turning massive wrenches in there, and then you hear a bump on her head. She goes, ow! Throws another wrench out, grabs another tool, and starts hitting inside of there. And as you approach, you hear Declan go, Isla! This is the crew. They need some help. And she turns around. Before she turns around, Sully, did we decide what Tula's gamer tag was? We had one we said before, but I want to make sure we really make that clear that that's the
I don't
canon
know why
one.
you want to double check. It's Hawk Tula.
Okay. A really topical joke
It's
that
Hawk Tula.
will age well in a year.
Yeah. No, everybody.
It will age well now.
There's no need to double check.
It's not a real
Do
gamer.
not worry. It will not be any worse in a year.
Did you think that I wasn't gonna double
It's not
down?
a real gamer tag if it doesn't already.
This is a mini series.
like,
I don't need to
hasn't
make it
already
something
aged
cool.
before.
I don't need to live with it for more than 2 more episodes.
2146 thinks this gamer tag is weak. There are no X's on the ends.
it's underscore Hawk underscore.
Oh, yeah.
underscore.
XOXO.
XOXO.
So there's like little like text sparkles that you have to copy and paste from a different website.
If you have a problem with her gamer tag, why don't you have X's on yours?
Oh,
2146
now you
did
done it.
not pick designation.
No, Squiddy.
We just got to
You
pick
have
the
not
name.
seen my
He's
older
talking
ones.
about you
They are
personally.
much worse.
We just got to pick the name for a witch. Surely you could pick your own designation.
What?
We're explaining death to you, so why can't we explain that you could name yourself as well?
You could be Charles.
Many other Formians do take names when they leave Hive. 2146 does not see the point.
You seem kind of like a Chuck.
They are a member of the Unified Hive. Their designation is who they are.
You could be a Chuck if you wanted to be a Chuck.
2146 is 2146.
Or XX2146XX.
That's mine.
That's true. That would be cool. That's yours?
That's Vinny.
Don't worry about it.
Vinny,
Don't you worry about what I'm doing.
Whoa.
as this tiefling girl who was doing something stands up.
Guys.
Can you tell we took a week off?
Wait till she hears about the cork Poby mo.
Yeah, we got something to tell her.
The Cork Bobby Mobile.
Does she know that Catholicism
The poor
is canon?
Pokey Mobile. As this tiefling woman stands up and looks over, she looks at you, Tula, and she goes, "Oh my god! Hawk Tula!" And she runs over.
No!
She goes, "It's you! Oh my god, it's you, Hawk Tula!"
Hi, I guess so you watch?
Yeah, oh my god, and she shakes your hand like rapidly. She goes, "Oh my god,
whoa, that's
I'm
crazy.
such a fan. I watch all the pro tournaments. I was excited to see you gotta go head to head at the end."
Thank you. Yeah, it's so nice to meet a fan.
Yeah. Where are you?
Sorry guys, this is from my previous gig. It's so nice. I haven't met a fan in like a really long time actually.
Yeah, where have you been? I haven't seen you in a little while.
Oh, you know, just kind of like mixing things up a little bit. I just thought I'd apply my skills to the field. You know.
Oh,
Just trying to-
okay. I would love to see you get back in the pro tours at some point here.
Yeah.
The cash prizes keep getting bigger and bigger. It's ridiculous, and you start to think this can't be sustainable, but they keep going.
Yeah, you know, it's nice. It's honestly like the whole league is kind of like, it's sort of.
Oh.
Yeah, but you're like a
The
legend
inner-
in this league.
Yeah. The inner workings though are a little scammy, so I had to.
You know,
I had
she's
to
been
get
talking
out.
about making her own league.
You're making your own league
Of the legendary players.
of the legends. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I told just Ty Alyssa that in private.
That's exciting. Who else are you gonna get on there?
We might get some fresh blood. I don't really talk to a lot of the guys anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been seeing people on the forum saying that you were cheating or whatever.
What did they say?
Yeah, there was
Who's
there
saying
was some people were saying that you were clearly cheating at times. You can see your thumbs moving at unnatural speed, but that doesn't seem right.
You don't think that, do you?
No.
No.
But Tula, you were.
Do you watch?
You were cheating.
Huh?
Look, move your thumbs right now.
Why are you? No.
Make
I
me
don't have to do that.
Make me
Tula,
a
move your
deception.
thumbs.
No.
Make me a deception check.
It's an 11. Where's deception?
We don't have that.
We don't
Eric.
have
Why do I
Bluff,
keep
bluff.
doing that?
Bluff.
I've been doing this for like 4 years.
33.
33?
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna look at you. She goes, "Yo, yeah, those are like normal speeds for thumbs to
Yeah.
me."
I'm gonna try and move them slower than I know I can.
She goes, that looks like kind of fast
That's
for anyone
like-
else.
Well, I mean, I'm still linguistically weak, so.
That's
but,
not how
you
they
know.
move when we're fighting things.
Well, that's adrenaline, pal. That's just adrenaline.
Yeah, it's adrenaline. Thank you, Vinny.
Yeah, you have adrenaline when you're playing
My
these tournaments.
best friend, Vinny.
2146 has seen you play. You have more adrenaline in game than in fights for death.
It's in my natural habitat.
But also, when she's gaming, she has the energy drinks that sponsor her.
Oh yeah. What's your sponsor these days there?
Yeah, Tula. What's their name?
Acid.
What's and their famous slogan, you know what it was?
The famous slogan.
Yeah, with their jingle.
Drip, drip, drip. That's the jingle.
This is true acid. Going to a tournament.
It was a fun game, guys.
I was thinking of getting the drip, drip, drip tattoo.
You should not do that.
No, all right.
No, it's. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you help us?
It probably causes cancer or something.
What?
She looks at you, she goes, oh yeah, this carcinogen's all in that baby.
Damn it, that's the third C thing that's now canonical. Hell.
Cancer.
Cancer.
Was cancer not? I don't want to make
corgis,
cancer
and
my
Catholicism.
There's
canonical. I'm not
radiation in here,
making
so we've already got
cancer.
the chemo, so it's fine.
Guys, no, really, I do not want to make mine.
We have to move on.
Yes. As she goes, yeah, cancer's real. Anyway, she goes, what are you doing on this planet here? Are you visiting? Are you?
This is like part of my my new business venture. This is actually my crew. So
Cool. Wow, you have a whole crew. And as you say that, Declan walks up behind you and he goes, they actually found this. And he holds up the core and she goes, oh my god. And she runs up and grabs it and you see she hefts it down. It's heavy. She goes, oh, whoa. Okay. Oh, this is it. And she looks at the machine that she was had in the center. As you're closer to it now, you see this looks like almost like a generator. And it looks like it's a generator that's just missing, like, essentially all of its spark plugs. Like, it has just a big chunk in the middle that's gone that needs to power this thing. She goes, you found the generator. This is it.
yeah, it's like no big deal.
This is how we can... And she plops it down, and all of the power you see just begins twirling in this machine. You hear fans and motors are just revving and running at rapid paces. And you see... lights turn on near these massive mechs as you see their eyes begin to start glowing. And she goes, this is how we can defeat Ayleth. This is it. These are the only things that could do it. And she looks and she goes, and my hero Hawk Tula brought them to me. I can't believe it.
It's it's the least I can do. It's it's no big deal. Do you want me to sign anything or like?
Oh, yeah, hang on. And she runs over and you see she has, this is like massive hangar. It's in the corner of this hangar. There is a desk. There is a gamer PC with RGB lights. There are like, she has like pink pastel, like a keyboard. She's got like a pink gamer chair. And she just has little knickknacks kind of all over the place with like
Her
4
headset
monitors.
has cat ears on it.
Which is hilarious for the horns.
Yes.
They're shaped to go like between it. Like where the S curve is, it's right there in the
They
middle.
just sit on the bend of the horns with little ears.
She runs over with those headphones. She comes over, she goes, can you sign these?
Yeah, no, for sure. I'll pull out a Sharpie. Like it's. Let me just. Yeah.
As you begin signing it, you hear a massive explosion outside, and you feel the earth begin to rattle. And she goes, your hand just goes right across the headset, and she goes, it's okay, hang on. And she runs over back to her little gamer hub, and she starts typing rapidly. On a massive monitor behind these 4 mechs, you see live footage of outside upstairs, where there is a assault happening on the entire village. You see several soldiers, you see a massive machine, you see what look to you, not 2146, but to you 3 possibly, wizards of some kind. And you see drakes that are flying all around. And at the center of all this is Ayleth herself, hovering well above, letting down a massive breath attack on every single house in there. And Declan goes, oh my god. And then Isla goes, they found us. We're under attack. And she starts panicking. She goes, okay. Hang on, it's okay. And Declan sees you start pulling your weapon up. He puts his hand on your shoulder. He goes, I love the enthusiasm. That ain't gonna cut it out there. They're much bigger than you.
Then this will be a glorious battle.
I have a way of making this an even more glorious battle for you. And he looks at all points, gestures towards these mechs. He goes, I see 4 of you, and I see 4 massive mechs.
No way.
It's up to you guys. Now, you, as my players, get to choose any of these 4 here. I have printouts for all of you. You get to choose which one you want, and then our friends Arcadis over here will pass this out to you guys. So just look at the 4. Give me the whatever, going off vibes alone. Which one do you want?
No
First
way.
come, first serve.
2146 likes this huge square one in the center.
Got it.
Looks like a brick.
Give me 1 second here. It's at the very back, of course.
Oh.
I feel like the one on the left is the speedster.
I
kind
want
of
to.
want the one on the. I kind of like the.
I want to say like that the top center is gonna is.
How is the top not the speedster?
It's flying.
It's flying.
I want the top as long as
the
you can
left
call
one
that
looks,
pink and
you know,
teal.
Like, it's
You want
like
the-
the
you
way
want
that
this
it's
one?
decorated.
Sure.
Okay, there you go.
That one's cool.
It's two left. You got the one on the left and the one on the right. You got the blue,
You want
the
the one
blue
on the
dark
left,
blue
yeah.
one
Yeah,
and
I'll
the
take
green
the one
one.
on the left.
I'll
I'll
take
do it.
the
I'll do it.
one.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
All right, here. You know what? This is for them to figure out. There's two of them. They
Are we allowed to
they'll
look at
fight
these?
amongst themselves.
Oh, I assume they handed him to
Yeah.
us to be
Oh
looking
my
at.
god!
I just want to make sure it wasn't.
Yes.
Don't flip it over yet.
You guys now get mechs. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our 10-minute break here because I've handed them two packets. Both the packet on the mech itself and another packet on how to do mech combat because they've never done it before. So I gave them pretty simple
there's a lot in
instructions.
here.
This is a
So
lot. This is 3 pages.
Yes.
Of just
How fast
how
do
the
you go?
rules work.
I've
There's
given you
a
bullet-
PowerPoint.
I've given you
people
PowerPoint.
flying.
I've given you bullet
awesome.
points. I've given you bolded. I've given you highlighted. I also have one back here if you have questions. But for now, in the next 10 minutes, we will be right back. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. Get some water, get some food and stuff like that. Use the bathrooms. They're gonna read. If you like the show so much, and I hope you do, you like what we're doing here, follow us at UGT Show on everything. Because in 2 weeks now, Secrets Between the Stars is returning. I don't think we pulled the trailer up on here, but we'll get that fixed in a minute. So, Secrets Between the Stars is returning in 2 weeks. The actual season 3 is very exciting, and I hope you can be there. And we'll be right back. See you in a minute. Welcome back.
Oh.
We're back. We had to do a lot of reading. And then they asked 3 questions, and I went, I thought I knew that, but I don't. So I had to also think of things. But we're back. My name's Corey. I'm your host and GM. These are my players. We'll start from the right again and go to the left. Just reintroduce yourself real quick.
I'm Logan. I play Vinny, retired bureaucrat, envoy, little guy in a suit and tie. Now I'm a big guy in a metal suit and tie.
My name's Sully. I play Tula, previously disgraced gamer girl, current Shadow Knight. Or so I hear.
2146. Soldier of the Formian Unified Hive. And a giant robot. Kind of scared, very confused.
I'm Marcus. I play Hyalessa, the Battle Medic Operative.
As perfect, succinct. As you 4 rush up these metal stairs into the mechs and you all hop into them, you see the heads of them open up as you approach, and there is a small chair in there. And 2146 for you, it is large enough for you to be able to actually sit in there and you function. It is size appropriate for you. Crazy how I did that. As you all 4 get in there and
How
sit down.
fortuitous.
Yes. You all get in there and sit down. The heads close over on top of you like they are just closing their mouth. And inside you see screens light up and a massive panel of buttons and control sticks that seem overwhelming at first, as this is an entirely new and crazy environment that you found yourself sitting inside of. But after further inspection, it seems pretty straightforward. There are joysticks. Tula, for you, this is great. These look like flight simulators. You've been training for this at this point. As all 4 of you look and you begin to grab on to the controls, you all feel yourself lurch as the ceiling above you begins to open, as loud sirens and red alarms begin blaring. The ceiling opens and you 4 are raised up onto the ground, and you see in front of you the town completely under attack. You see fire being shot out from all around, from within this town square. You see, you hear screams and you hear gunshots. You hear magic being hurled all around rapidly. I need everybody to roll me initiative.
Whose? Where is it?
It's your initiative, your normal initiative.
I threw her away.
Our reaction speed, many of your stats may become relevant.
Oh, no.
2146 recommends keeping them.
So does
I
Corey.
became robot. I can't go back
my
now.
life as a teenage robot.
My life is a teenage robot.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
Please
Wow.
knock me gently. Never.
Oh.
Why do we keep doing that?
Poorly.
I'm so bad. That's
We
okay.
keep
I
poorly
don't
rolling
need to
the
go
same number.
first.
You will probably go first. Not good.
I also rolled a 4.
All three of you. It's crazy. Vinny, what'd you
Hey,
get?
what'd you roll?
Total of 26.
Oh, that's pretty
Have
good.
fun.
I
Whoa.
rolled a 19.
Enjoy your combat,
Goodbye.
Captain.
Mr. Bedroll,
We'll
We'll
over
be there
there.
tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Bye now.
This is the greatest barrel I've ever been in.
I'll see you later.
What are our totals?
16.
16.
10.
10. All right. Well, for you, I can pretty firm you at least firmly put you here.
Yep.
16. Who wants to go first? Who's fighting for it? Don't jump all at once.
2146 will rush headlong into battle.
There you go. They also did not roll well. I'll tell you. I'll be honest. Vinny, you are
me feel good
first
about
as you
myself.
see flames and chaos erupting. There is that massive gate right in front of you that you just have to open.
Get him, Cap.
Open the door, get on the floor.
Everybody do the dinosaur. Yeah, I'll walk through it.
You go, and as you find, you are easily able to push open this door as you just walk through, kind of bow your head underneath what was the top of the gate. And in front, to your left, you see a massive metal machine, almost looks cocoon-like, with flames erupting around it, and you see 3 guys just standing around. And then to your right, you see what look like 2 dragon wizards with guns. They are firing off spells at people, and behind them you see drakes are flying and circling around where the main house was that you guys were in earlier. Where would you like to go?
Those 2 dragon wizards. I'm going to have my little rocket pop out of my shoulder.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend a power point to aim.
Okay.
And I do believe I'm going to spend another one and do some anti-magic targeting.
Interesting. Okay.
Increase the mech damage by 2 if I hit. And it is explosive area. 10 feet. Is there a way I can aim between the 2 of them and hit them both? Or are they too far
They're
apart?
too far apart.
Then I will hit the one that's just in plain sight. I've never done this before, so let's give it a try.
Perfect.
Hot doggy. 33 to hit that wizard.
33 will hit.
Okay, and I increase damage dice by 2, and this rocket does that, so I need 8d10. Tell you what, save a little time and space. Nope, I should negotiate that before this.
We've got the tablet in front of you too if you want to use that.
Oh, thank you. Plus, oh my god. 2.
Math.
You got this, man.
There's math and notes being taken over there.
Everybody's furious.
I've recreated high school.
Filing paperwork.
2146 is desperately trying to figure out how skills work.
50 fire and piercing damage.
50 fire and piercing damage. What is the weapon you're using, you said?
My rocket launcher.
You step out of this opening and you lock onto this one fire wizard as a rocket launcher appears out of your right shoulder and just fires a missile out. Fires a missile out, and you see this creature just erupt into flame. But he is still standing. You said that was anti-magic?
Yes.
Did that do anything specific, does it say?
It does more damage to him if he is capable of magic.
Gotcha. Okay. So, yes, he is capable. He erupts well into flames. But he is still standing looking at you.
Okay.
And I believe that's everything for you.
I will move a little bit more in just so people can go past me if they want to.
Okay.
I am large. I would step on a barrel, get a little sad.
Remember your
rat
roots.
man hiding in there.
2146.
2146. Confusedly in this cockpit, our 2146 has only piloted small jetties before. Is okay at it, only crashed occasionally. But this is far more complicated than anything that they're used to. But eventually, ironically overcompensating for the mech being quadrupedal very significantly, as his mech lists somewhat to the side, staggers through the doorway here. .2146's mech has a lot of speed. This 70 feet of speed.
You're a very fast little man.
2146 would like to rush as far as they can get up the left here towards this metal cocoon. 70's not going to get them quite there, but it will be the direction.
Yes, you are also, just so you know, 15 feet That's your space. You're a big boy here.
It's a large mech.
Yep, you're
And
able to
then-
rush in.
You will see random headlights and flashing strobes, and a wing kind of fold back as 2146 attempts to find button that does weapons. Wanting some kind of punching, but not quite getting there, the frame eventually rocks backward as this is hilarious. Sonic blast fires out from the core of the mech. Because they picked one with a sonic shotgun attached to its chest.
I really hope the loudspeaker in yours doesn't work. You've just got it on mute.
You let out this massive blast against. Are you aiming at the massive metal thing there?
Sure. 2146 is not so much aiming as mashing buttons right now. We'll get to aiming later.
That's how you win fighting games.
So, if I understand PP correctly, I start with 2 PPs, and I get 3 more PPs at the end of my turn. By the person, not 2146.
Yeah. Yes.
This is at the end of your turn, you get the extra?
At the end of
more
your
than the
turn is
national
the
average.
number it says in the parentheses.
All right.
So for you should get 3 by the end of your turn.
You have to be
Thanks,
stopped.
man. I'm glad that somebody heard that one.
2146 is definitely not going to be aiming, just kind of firing.
Good luck.
Whoa!
Well, that was
Buttons. 34 to hit.
That does hit.
That hits. All right. 2146 needs different dice. They were so ready for their own attack rolls and not these ones.
What a great idea.
We're good. Yeah, 2146 recommends perhaps finding the dice for your giant robot. They are different, probably.
Robot.
We have a camera just died, so nobody acknowledge anything. It's okay. Sully and Logan are still here.
That's
Hey!
fine.
Stop, won't stop.
2146 is just fishing for dice that won't break each other when they are rolled.
No, it's okay. They see you doing that.
That's not mine.
Oh. You
Yes.
said, I thought it was they thought it was the other way around. Okay.
No.
Okay, so Shotgun says
Sweet. That is all I need.
Perfect is what I need.
39 points of sonic damage.
39 points of sonic damage. Hang on 1 second. It blasts, and you see it rock as it does take a little bit of damage, but it seems to be able to eat that pretty well. Did not seem to notice too hard that you did that.
Haha! It is working! This will be a wonderful battle!
Tula!
Oh, this is awesome. Tula is going to just like sink into the pilot seat, immediately like kicking her feet up. This is like at home. She hasn't sat behind a console in a minute. She's been missing her ship that now she knows has been torn into pieces. And using the flick of her tail, she's going to switch it on and launch forward. And I have a flying speed of 80 feet.
Sure do. There are
Here I
flying
go.
enemies, just to remind you.
Here I go. Not anymore. I want to get to the nearest guy and I want to whack him.
I think you'll be able to get to that closest Drake on the roof there. Up a little more. Yep, that guy.
Like you could see in a comic book with like all of like the wind going past her and like the little lines of speed. Tula in her own like sort of bubble just slowly throws in a piece of bubble gum and she goes, "It's game time." And I'm going to come zooming at this guy with my scythe.
Yep.
Oh my god.
As the mech like twists it around and raises it over its head to just cut cleanly through. I have a plus 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're in a different game now.
Yeah, dude.
Get him.
That's a bad roll.
But it's a huge modifier.
It's a 29 to hit.
29 to hit one of the Drakes. Let me see really quick. That will hit.
Welcome
Yay!
to 2146's world. It is fun to hit on single digits.
It is. Here I go. It's 68 plus 16. Whee! A lot of big numbers there. That's 16, so that would be 20. That would be 30. 35 plus 16 is 51.
51 damage.
Light work.
Woof. Was that magical in any way by any chance?
It has an S.
Okay, so no.
Okay.
That's slashing.
You gave these to us.
It says it's analog.
Get it? I mean, it's definitely not magic, so you're good.
I don't think so.
Welcome to 2146's
It's a
world.
scythe.
With such extreme speed that that Vinny, you hear her break the sound barrier a bit as she
What is he,
flies.
Death from Castlevania?
She flies through, breaks the sound barrier a bit, and then
Throat?
is
I
at
could
this
trip.
thing's throat and slices clean through it. It is still standing. I said clean through it. I misspoke. She slices a good chunk through it. It's still standing, but it's looking a little.
It's like a
more-
slime. There's two now.
Yes. That is now the Drake's turns. And what they will do is all 4 of them are going to look at you, Tula, and they're going to make...
Four.
There's 4 of them. He's a little off the map, but there is a 4th one there. They're going to look at you, Tula, and they are going to...
No.
They are going to make a ranged attack at you as you see them begin to look like they're choking on something, then hawking up, and you see a green biling fluid inside their mouth as they launch that at you. So,
What?
Tula, I'm going to read off a series of numbers, and you gotta tell me if these hit you or not.
Okay. Well,
Does a 29 hit you?
I don't. Oh, I lost.
That is against your EAC.
A 29. No.
No. Okay. Does a 34 hit you?
Yes.
It's 1 hit. 34 again.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Even higher this time.
Okay,
So
yeah.
that is 3 of the hits as the one in front of you is a little distracted by you almost cutting his entire throat off. So they are going to do... Let me see. Total is they do... one as all 3 of these just pierce into you, you get a total of 63 fire damage as it burns into you and begins to melt through your shields a bit and hit your core there.
Okay, so that'll go straight to my HP.
Yep.
Okay.
You get shields at the beginning of your turn, I believe. I will double check really quick, but your shields will start coming back.
Okay.
They are still. You get at the beginning of your turn, you get 11 your shields back. So those will always be kind of regrowing.
Okay.
Now, that is. They're actually these 3 here are gonna just move closer towards the center of the circle here, but they are all still floating in the air. That is now the 2 dragon wizards. They are going to look at you, Vinny,
No.
and they are going to also take a breath attack on you here. I'm gonna read off 2 numbers to you, and you tell me if those hit or not.
All right.
Let me see. All right. Does the natural 20 hit you?
Well,
That's crazy. And a 37 to hit you.
yes.
Okay. You are going to take a little bit more damage here. You're going to take 66 fire damage as this both of them let out a massive fire just erupting from them and going directly all over you, encasing your entire body there. You have a question?
Well, I was reduced to 2/3 my remaining hit points on the first hit, so that's a system failure?
That's a system failure.
Okay.
So, roll me a d20.
Okay. It's a 2.
You applied your shield, right?
I applied my shield.
You have 25 shield before they start hitting your HP.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I got hit for 63.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. What'd you roll on it?
a 2.
A 2.
I'm also.
That's my
System
upper
failure.
limbs,
That is your upper limbs.
which is how I hit.
Yes. Let me give me 1 sec here to tell you what happens.
Probably worse now.
It's not too bad. It is not as bad as a
How do you
Starfinder
heal?
or as a starship.
I just got here.
Helps if I spell right. Give me 1 second. I will tell you what that is.
Okay.
But that is their turn. It is now the massive robot's turn.
I also need a system failure.
You okay? Give me your d20 roll as well.
Natural 20.
Natural
That's
20.
The, that's
cockpit.
the cockpit.
That's
That's
actually
you!
pretty bad.
Yep, sure
So,
is.
Sully, you get a -2 to penalty to attack rolls that are mounted in your upper limbs.
That's all of my attacks.
And
That's my
then,
attack. I use my arms.
Logan, for you, it's a little rougher.
On a nat 20, it's worse?
Yeah, it's a cockpit hit.
I thought I was getting.
It's a random table. High is always bad.
Yep.
Oh.
Half of you.
Is that so?
Generally.
Usually.
So I need you to make me a reflex saving throw.
For the mech.
You the rat.
You, the rat. You make the reflex
this
saving
hit,
throw.
this hit you, Captain.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Hey, all right, that's good. You're only gonna take not too much here, as you are rattled around. Ooh, you actually take 66 bludgeoning damage. As
On a 20,
half of that,
by the way.
half of that, so 33 bludgeoning damage as you are actually rattled around
This
the
is
inside of the
round
mouth of this cockpit, and you feel not super great, but that is what's happening with you now.
All right.
I did not take his turn. I'm not gonna skip my big boy's turn. Big boy is going to look right at 2146 because he did a mean thing to him, and you see that it's going to just slowly drive over to you, and you see what looks like a flamethrower just stick down and point directly at you here, and does a
Is this
30
a ranged attack?
yes.
2146 still hitting buttons here as this flamethrower comes down very slowly. The entirety of his frame is going to list to the side and scuttle like a crab away from the source of this fire. They are going to use that Horicalcum frame thing. I didn't write down the name of the ability.
It's fine.
But it's a reflex save of unknown DC to avoid a ranged hit.
Yes, make me that check.
Well, Jaded Tempest gave us this hero point for the purpose of doing cool things. And what cooler things can you do other than very slowly dodge a flamethrower in a giant robot you aren't sure how to pilot? It doubled it. 24.
24 just fails.
Holy crap. I
as-
rolled
gosh.
pretty high. I feel
Guys.
like we're undertuned.
We're-
I feel like we're missing numbers. That was a pretty high roll.
We're
This is a
about
rough
to get
fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is
Okay.
not an easy
We're gonna
one.
be wrecked. We're gonna be okay though.
That is a 37 to hit you.
That will hit
Cool.
the robot.
That is 27 fire damage as it erupts. Just you try to dodge and it slowly turns to you as you don't fully know how to move this thing yet, and it just blasts you with flames.
Does hardness apply to fire damage?
I don't.
Because it
Think
does in
so.
Pathfinder, so...
If it does, we'll say yes.
Okay,
We'll
that sounds like a silly question, but
Yes.
it does in Pathfinder.
Is hardness DR?
Yes.
Yes.
Then you should get 5 more
We probably
HP
should
back.
take, we pretty much all have 5. I think I just blanket.
Yeah.
Okay.
65 would still
You-
be exactly.
You should
Thirds of my
get, you
hit
should get
points.
15 back because it came from 3 separate sources.
Yes, that's true.
35
No
against
more
each.
-2 attack roll.
Congrats.
Alright, so is it 27?
Here we go.
27 damage.
Mine is
22. I'm
from
still...
2,
shields
so
are
I should
holding.
get-
Fellas, we're learning the system. I've introduced a lot of
Oh,
mechanics. to
I am
everybody.
also no longer. No, wait, no. Yes, I am.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
Shields are holding.
You had
Thanks for helping
things.
me out,
You had
though.
2 things to attack you. So that's 10 less. 10 off of your thing.
Does that make a difference?
Hi, Lessa. It is your turn.
Okay, Hylas is overwhelmed in this cockpit. She is not used to anything like this, so she's kind of fumbling around. You know, gets the gist of like, okay, maybe move forward a little bit, and just kind of like, okay, that looks like a weapons button. She has literally no idea where she even is. There she is.
Hello.
So she's kind of like fumbling around, seeing everybody is already exploding, and she's just gonna kind of aim toward the first enemy-looking thing she sees, which I'm guessing are those 2 little
Yes,
little
there's 2
dudes
little
down
guys
there.
Dragon wizards.
Of course, the normal things.
What else would they do?
So she moves
Oh.
around.
The stand user could be anybody.
I wasn't expecting it to just look like a dragon with a big gun.
Yeah.
But okay.
Well, I'll give you a little peek behind the screen. Is they're not supposed to look like that, but the only art of that creature that exists is that. The book describes it very differently, but I don't have that.
Okay. So she's fumbling around and just sees a red button and like, shoot. So she's gonna fire the plasma rifle that she has. That's an attack roll.
Okay.
25.
25?
I don't think that's gonna hit.
That will hit.
Wow. Okay, that's a 60-10. So I'm gonna have to math real quick.
You guys figuring things out over there?
We're doing some stuff.
There's so much stuff on these sheets.
We had a
No,
really
there's-
quick little
like,
meeting.
There's so much on these sheets.
Yeah,
I mean, it's cool.
We're put it together though.
We got it.
I just realized though, if we had 2 pilots in the same mech, we could essentially take 2 turns with them.
Functionally, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, tell you what,
I
if my
like
mech
that.
dies, I'll jump to your mech.
That sounds good. Same to you.
You can. It is a free action to get out of the mech. You just have to climb out.
It is a move action to get out of the mech. A swift action if you spend a resolve point because we have escape hatch or entry hatches.
Oh,
And
there you go.
I can run anywhere.
Yes.
It is then a move action to get into the next mech.
We'll get there.
You can use a standard action to use another move action.
I need to say numbers before I forget them.
Go ahead.
49 electric E and fire.
Woo! You blast these with
Really like seeing 2 10s on D10s.
it's
That
electric
is nice.
and fire. I need to know how much of that was electric and how much of that was fire. Is it just half?
What's the default number on the screen? Because
We'll go
I
half.
It's
will have
50-50.
not
If
chosen
it's
that.
2 types, it's just 50-50.
Your total was, what was it? 40 what?
49.
49?
So 24 of one, 25 of the other.
Yeah.
I'll give you the higher number.
Yay.
You see the fire erupts around him. Not much happens. And then the electricity actually hits him, and that does some more damage.
I gotta go
Okay.
stab.
Ah.
Now we
Write
can
that down.
figure out whether or not we can
Put it in the
change that.
notes.
Mine also did fire.
That is your turn. Unless you want to move more.
No.
Okay. That is the little fellas that are behind the big robot man. I don't know if you guys saw them or not, but they are there.
What?
And
They're
they will
like
2146 sees them.
I did not see them.
They're like the
I
wisps all
always
over
forget.
again.
2146 is figuring out how to pilot. Please hold. This problem will be handled.
You do.
If they have to get out of their robot and kill them personally, they will.
You do your initiative tracker the other way
other
around
way,
from
yeah.
AJ does.
I haven't told-
keep forgetting that.
It is
I'll be
truly
like, I got
unhinged.
so much time.
All right.
I got so much time to
You know what?
figure-
Here, hang on.
It's all right.
No, no,
Sure.
no,
All right,
no,
we'll
I'm
do it
just
if
doing-
you guys
I'm
want to
just-
make fun of me.
No, I was goofing.
To hit you, AJ, these 3 guys are all going to point guns at you. And they're going to fire them. Does a 29 hit your EAC?
Yes.
Or no, hit your KAC.
No.
They fire and you just
Get 'em, dude.
hear little ping ping pings as the bullets are just bouncing off of you fully.
Yes!
Vinny,
How you doing? Okay. So the fire doesn't seem to work against these dragon guys too much.
not too much.
So that one has been shocked and burned. The one that I shot at is the one Hylas also shot at? Or did we pick 2 separate targets?
You've hit the same target. We'll say
Okay,
that.
then I will retract the rocket launcher back to the shoulder, and I will draw my adamantine rune spear and run forward to charge the same feller.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to use a devastating hit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will.
Essentially, I'm going to use all of my remaining power points this turn to replenish my shields and also make this a devastating hit.
Okay.
So the attack bonus is what you need to know right now.
Don't forget you get 11 shields at the beginning of your turn, too.
Yes, and I'm also going to get an additional 2d8. Cool.
3d8.
3d8. I don't have any of those right now.
Oh.
Okie doke. That's a 33 to hit the wizard.
Super hits.
Super hits.
Super hits.
My favorite haircut.
These are
was-
guys. You're in massive robots.
Hooba dooba dubba.
This feels like doing the ship combat again, where it was just like all these different. But you felt like you feel like you have a console in front of you.
2146 is using 4 dice to track numbers right now.
I've got
And
my
keeps accidentally moving them, thinking they're for rolling.
HP circle and my SP circle.
Oh,
and my,
I can see the circles from
and
here.
my PP circle.
This is my PPD8.
48 piercing damage.
48 piercing damage. How do you kill this guy?
Oh!
Straight through the heart.
Straight through the heart.
To blame.
You spit him straight through the heart, but it's also his entire torso. This is a massive spear, as he's just now a splatter on the ground and is completely dead. One is still standing there looking at you a little angry.
My shield's fully replenished.
You inverted it anyway.
I did it for you guys. 2146.
All right. At the beginning of their turn, 2146 gains 11 points of shield back.
Congrats.
And taking this fire, watching it wash across the mech they have climbed into here, the glass of the cockpit turning a very concerning bright orange. They're looking down at the buttons that fired the gun before, and they see a knob. Ah! Safeties. This gun does not need disengage this, no. Last turn, a panel opened, a nozzle came out, and this sonic blast erupted. 2146 turns all of these silly restrictors and whatnot off, and 5 more panels open up. Yes! He hits that button, and a blast erupts. Because in the last round, 2146 has learned this shotgun is both a cone and ignores 13 hardness.
Oh, wow.
It is an 80-foot cone. It will be hitting everybody over here.
We figured out some important stuff.
There are many things not on this sheet that 2146 has now learned.
A lot
This
was
is-
revealed.
You know what? Shout out to Archives of Nethys, but I did copy and
You did
paste
copy
these.
and paste this from Nethys. Nethys did not include the traits of this weapon, such as cone and penetrating.
Well, you know what? Now I've learned.
What does penetrating do?
My mom's
Penetrating, you
FaceTiming.
ignore hardness equal to the
Touch that.
level of the weapon, which I'm just going to assume is our tier, so 11, not 13.
Cool.
Yes.
When you use the PP for penetrating weapon, you ignore the hardness.
And 2146 will also be spending 3 PP for a devastating hit from this shotgun, which they will assume also just hits everybody this shotgun is hitting.
Probably, yeah.
They will be rolling attack rolls now.
Go for it.
First small man, 27 to hit.
You wouldn't believe what it hits.
Second small man, a zillion.
Yep.
Small man, 25 to hit.
Still hits.
Robot enemy thing,
Yep.
natural 1, unfortunately.
Does not hit.
But these men are about to stop aliving.
There's a non-zero chance. Yeah, go ahead.
Do they have hardness? Because this ignores 11 of it.
These don't.
They are, in fact, just people.
Just soft.
These are guys.
Couple of soft guys ignoring the hardness because of the PP.
I've been there, man.
41 points of sonic damage to each of them.
You see, there were 3. And then you do that, and you look up, and there was red mist from where 2 of them were. And there is a third that is still just standing there in absolute shock and horror.
The horrors of war do not faze you.
There is a move action. 2146 is not sure what to do with it. So they will simply try and figure out if there is anything else they should be disabling to fire more bullets.
Alright.
Oddly still, as they mash more buttons and pull levers in the cockpit.
Can you send the link to those descriptions that you found?
Yes.
Tula.
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 What are you doing?
Luda.
I also found out that my gun can shoot a bunch of people at once.
This makes sense.
And they're all lined up next to me, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty close.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're pretty close, and you have a lot of movement to fix whatever you need to fix.
Well, it's gonna be a full action.
Okay.
Because I found out, me and my buddy AJ found out that my gun is automatic. Meaning, that I can take a full action to use all my remaining ammo to hit everybody in a cone, the 75-foot cone.
They're definitely in that cone.
Yeah.
I would firmly say that's 75 feet right there.
Yeah, each attack against individual. I'm gonna hit them all. And I'm gonna use 3 peepees to make it devastating. No, can I use it twice?
I don't think so. It was a plus next
I
to
used 3
it.
peepees. Otherwise, I'd use 6 peepees. But
That's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be the kid that
use
has.
3 peepees. As Tula backed up onto this, like, I guess she's kind of come to roost on this house.
She's home.
Taking all this damage, she's gonna do like a Black Widow pose. And then she's going to grab a giant frost rifle off her back. And then she's gonna go. So I make an attack roll against them. Here we go. Here we go. There's 4 of them in my cone. The first one's a 17 on the die. That's gonna be really high. Let me tell you what. We found out my modifier because I'm such a good pilot. It's 20. Oh, it's 25 with ranged. So it's a 42 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah. This one's a 2 on the die, so it's gonna be 27 to hit.
Will hit.
Here we go.
2146 thinks you will hit all of
I
them.
think 12 on the die. I don't know. 10 on the die. I'm hitting them all.
Yep, you're good.
All right, here we go.
What was your base modifier you said?
It's a plus 25 for my range to hit.
You hit all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't put that together until just now.
Let's go, baby. And I got 6 D10. Oh, wait, no, it was already at D10.
Guess it makes
because it's
sense
my
that
frost
these are
rifle.
Huge
It's
things.
D12s.
Probably hard to.
Guys, I need 6 D12s. Where they at?
2146 would recommend rolling 3 of them twice. We simply do not have enough dice for everyone
You
to be
also,
rolling all
again,
of them.
all have tablets in front of you.
That's also true.
Forgot about those. Here we go.
Yeah, but then I gotta look at that
These
ad
ones
and
are-
unlock it.
Yeah.
But that's okay. So that's 10. And then this one is another 10. So 20 plus 11, 31. To every single person there.
Oof. So that's.
And then I
31
still,
times
I would
4.
have, if I was doing 2 ammo for each one, I would have 2 ammo left. Do I hit a guy twice?
Full assault, just lose it. You just dump your mag.
Yeah.
It's empty. You spray all of it.
Yeah. So just keep in mind, your gun is now empty. You will have to reload it.
Yeah, it's okay. I like the scythe.
You always forget about reload mechanics in this game.
As you light these guys up, you see the one directly in front of you is dead. It just gets shot down and crashes down to the ground. And then the one closest to that one, also because it's the closest to your barrel, gets hit the most. That one also drops dead as well.
Tula, inside of her cockpit, leaps up out of her chair and she starts slapping buttons all over the console with her hands, with her tail. She's like, is there a speaker on this thing? She finds one. She goes, get wrecked, nerd! That's my turn.
As 2 of its friends die, you see the other 2 look at it, and they will both look at you, and they will both fly up right next to you. And they will both make a couple attacks on you. They're both going to make multi-attacks.
Okay, well, I just got 11 SP.
So, first one does a just a flat 20.
Nope.
A synthetic 20.
Nope.
And then the other one is a 33 to hit your KAC.
Yeah.
That one hits.
Yeah.
All right.
But I have 5 hardness.
We learned about hardness now.
And I'm proud of you
Now
guys.
that I'm learning the words, I'm just gonna use them.
All right. So
Trying to
that
flex a
is.
little bit.
Let me see. Give me 1 second here. That is 48 damage as this thing bites into you and just starts rapidly just clawing into the metal that's right next to you.
3 damage.
And is just trying to rip you out
I
as
got
much as
11
you
of
can.
those.
So, 32 damage.
That is
All
their
right,
turn.
that brings me down to 43. So now I
Okay.
will take system failure.
So now roll me a d20. I'll let you get a new one.
Alrighty,
Don't roll high.
2146 is not sure you want a new one.
7. What's
7
that?
is lower limbs.
You fly.
For lower limbs,
What is that?
You make a -2 penalty to attack rolls with weapons mounted in the lower limb slot.
9.
And you're half your movement if you're not flying.
Oh, if I'm not flying,
If you're using your limb, if you're walking, you're moving half your movement.
I'll never touch the ground again.
Never gonna walk again.
Why do I have 2 calculators?
You took mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm good.
Cry.
Oh, actually, hang on. I missed an important part of this here. If the mech is hovering or flying, use any of these speeds, it begins falling. You're falling.
Oh. So onto the roof.
Oh,
You've been knocked out of the sky.
you were knocked out of the
How high
sky.
above the roof was I? I said roost. So,
That is.
like, I said roost.
Why are you falling?
Wait,
if your
what is
legs
it? No,
are
wait,
broken?
what does it mean?
So that means you do-
Don't pass it up.
You have to use half you're prone at this moment, so you'll have to use half your movement to stand up, which I guess is a quarter of your movement then, and then your fly speed, which will take a lot.
It's
of your
not a
movement
move action to stand up in this game. It's just a
half
speed
your movement.
reduction.
It's half your movement. It's a speed reduction.
Ah,
Yeah, that's the D&D parts of it that are still in there,
Which is my full movement now? If I'm on the ground?
basically. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just stay here.
That is Big Tank Man.
Now I'm really gonna roost.
Big Tank Man's looking right at you again, AJ. And it's going to make a full attack with its machine gun. It has one little arm that has a flamethrower, and then another arm that just has a full gun. And
question.
yes.
Does attack of opportunity still exist in the mech?
Yes.
2146 has found the sword button. One of the front limbs of this mech 2146 is mounted in, folds over on itself backwards, with the elbow joint extending as a huge crystal spear tip lances out, shooting directly towards this thing. Ha!
Okay.
This more 2146's speed. This is perfect. This is perfect.
Which you do.
Lots. 41
That will hit.
to hit them.
That will hit. Does this also ignore hardness or
This
anything?
one does not.
Okay.
This is just a regular blade that is hitting them.
Okay. We're back to normal weapons.
$59 points of slashing damage as this blade punches and skates. And token is ridiculous. 2146 loves it.
Oh my gosh!
You slice at this thing as it takes that hit, and you do some good chunk of damage in there, but it is still moving as it is pointing this machine gun at you, and it fires rapidly. I'm assuming these aren't gonna super hit, but let me see 1 second.
This robot's KAC is much lower than 2146's own. It is large and immobile, easy to strike.
Yes, 30 to hit.
No.
Okay. And then 33 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. I'm close to finding that number. I'm close
It
to that
is
sweet
between
little
31 and 33.
number. What possibly could it be?
Statistically, 31, 32, or 33.
That is 30
You
piercing
call me
damage.
numbers.
I do.
How much?
30 piercing damage as it just lights you up for a
25.
second.
You got shields?
2146 has some shields. Will be 11 to the hole.
It's gonna keep there. It has no reason to stay or to move. Hylessa?
Okay.
Get him!
Are
You.
the two other dragons, are they in a line for line mechanics from
Yes.
Here
me?
we go.
Okay, let's
I
do a
also
line
found
mechanic.
for me.
Everybody found
Hylas
this.
is fumbling around and like it's like, okay, I think the aiming, I got the aiming. So I'm gonna take a full action to step 1, aim, to get a D4 for a bonus.
I'm gonna point out
Cocked.
your friend Vinny is in that line.
Do it.
Don't do it.
We're both on the same 3-dimensional plane. Neither of us are flying.
They're
Yes.
both. Yeah, you're both standing. Those are on top of the roof, so you would have to aim up to hit it, which would be him in the way.
I am not well.
Well, then I'm not doing that. So I'll just look at the one that's the only other one that is in my view, which is the other small guy.
Okay.
So I guess I'm still going to aim. at the small guy. I get a 1. Sad. And then the called shot. I'm gonna press the shoot button.
Do it. It's big and it's beautiful.
17. I think that definitely hits because I hit on a 4 last time.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your attack modifier?
21.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Okay. And if it... Oh, okay, if that causes system damage. 60-10. Hylessa is fumbling around just as I am. 1, 8, 13, 17, and 28. Sure, I'll trust your
I
math.
think I hurt my neck when I was doing the diddy.
All right, yeah, that's
Sorry.
That's 28
It
in
don't
the.
feel
That was
Say
just
no
the
more.
dice. I don't know, you add to that.
Oh, plus 11.
So it's 39.
Yeah, 39, but then probably halved because of the. Assuming there's a fire resistance.
Is it all fire damage?
It's half and half.
It's half and half again. Okay.
Making coffee.
Just like coffee.
Coffee.
Sure is unfortunate to have a fire dragon that's fighting things that are resistant to fire. Why would you do this to me? There's a cold
other
one
enemies.
option.
as yeah, it hits it. You see the lightning zap it, and it takes some of that damage, but just kind of the fire passes over it. Pretty chill. You do have a move still if you want to move.
I used the full action for the aiming.
Right, you did. That's the dragon's turn again. It's gonna look at the thing that just shocked it with lightning.
Is it the dragon or the one small man who was not missed?
Oh, you're right. It is the one. That's the end of initiative. I got it mixed up here.
Oh.
It is the not missed man,
He
and he's
should
gonna
be-
be so brave.
Oh no!
He's-
no!
he's-
He is the one surviving stormtrooper.
You can-
Surely built different.
I think
Let
he
him
will
go
be missed
home.
though.
Check this out. Ready?
Let him go home.
Oh my god, I got it. Okay. 37 to hit your KAC.
Oh.
It would be funny to attempt to dodge this, but 2146 will let him have his shot for what is about to happen.
He is, in fact, built different. I don't even need the calculator for this one. Oh, he did max damage. 19 piercing damage. As one small assault rifle just kind of shoots away between the cracks of your armor, and you just see like the status bar of all your limbs. Your front left limb just goes down a tiny bit.
No, he should be proud. He has done more hull damage than the mech has.
Okay.
Your
He's
tire
doing good.
pressure light just came on.
You need an oil change so
Check
bad.
engine.
And he's gonna stand his ground because he's so brave, and he is that stormtrooper. Vinny.
I done. Oh
No,
boy.
you should replenish. That's what I'm gonna do.
Replenish.
Yeah, I just found out about it.
Yeah, I did that last time.
Oh.
My shields are full. I am.
I'm gonna.
It is us getting hit, Tula.
I am.
I
They
got
are
hit!
fine.
No, I'm bumped up.
Oh, well, you have small dragon
Oh,
man. 2146 did not see them. They are very small.
2046 sees the largest threat in the room and goes, mine.
Runs directly at it.
That's a me issue now.
I need to replenish.
Try to stab him with my
Where you at?
spear.
First stamina.
30 to hit the KAC.
Again.
Is,
That will hit.
hubba bubba.
Hubba.
Oh, nope. I need to borrow these.
Go for it. Bye.
How's everyone's PV?
3.
5.
That's good.
The PP?
No,
Yeah.
mine's bigger.
Yeah, 4.
Nice. We've got the
Spend
full
it.
spectrum.
What's
there.
yours?
4.
What's yours?
What? Hang
Your
on.
PP.
40 damage.
How's your PP?
40 damage.
Your PP's not 40.
6.
He is on death's
Right
door,
now.
but he is
Oh,
still
1.
Tula, you are
he's still
regenerating
standing, but
anyway.
he's looking close to death here.
Just
As you fully slice into him, and he's able to dodge out of the way, but just the debris from everything from you stabbing the spear to the ground just clunks him around a ton. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, thank you.
2146.
2146 has found the shield overcharge button, and with all the power saved by turning off these ridiculous weapon safeties, they're able to overcharge this shield back, hopefully to full power. Not quite, that roll is atrocious, but it will be better. Well, honestly, wow, it would only take like a maybe average roll to max out the shield. So that is a huge number that we get back.
Yeah, because you're 11 then whatever.
Yeah,
you rolled, so.
a very average roll would get us straight to 25. So, this thing in front of me doesn't really look like it has any melee weapons. It has a machine gun hand and a flamethrower hand.
That's correct.
2146's stuttering movement cants to the other side as this crystal dragon thing they have mounted quickly skitters around this. Two of its legs going up on the side of the building next to it as it rushes over towards this small man with the gun.
You've never seen more fear in someone's eyes than in this moment.
2146 will be letting him go. Don't worry. That direction.
You're gonna hurt
2146 would like to hurl.
Let him be!
the sickening thud that is about to happen.
Oh, man.
2146 does not know what the mech's athletics check
I don't
is.
want to play with you guys
He
anymore.
looked briefly at the way mech skills work and then spent like 2 full minutes trying to find that page again and couldn't find it.
Use your athletics.
Okay.
Oh,
We'll just say that, and then if I'm wrong, then they'll tell me.
They'll tell you this will be in the comments.
Yes, don't worry. They will tell me, and they will be angry.
Then it's going to be a 31.
You're gonna throw him at the machine?
Of course I'm going to throw him at the machine.
No, he didn't deserve it.
Oh,
Yes, he does.
man,
No.
what damage die will he do? He's
does medium.
Great news! It does medium damage. It
Oh.
will be doing 6d8 plus 11.
Yeah, I guess it's the force bind and
There
more
it
than
is. It may be a spitball, but 2146 will throw it very hard.
a pebble down the highway can kill you. So
It says it's
It
my
does
size
medium damage.
category. Assuming he's medium, that's 2 below us. That's a medium damage.
Okay then.
he is in fact medium.
It's 68 plus 11. Let's go. He is wearing armor.
Yep,
He is now a bullet.
he's become weapon.
But what do you think his name was?
We'll never know. We can't humanize him now.
31 to hit.
weaponized
I
him.
assume probably the
It
case.
does hit.
This will ignore the man's hardness.
As we all
Believe it or not,
should, am
he
I
didn't
right?
have that. This man was just flesh.
Is he all out of PP too?
Well, yeah, we're
He's-
ignoring his hardness.
Yeah. He's recently ran out of pee-pee.
37 points of probably bludgeoning damage to the mech as a sickening crunch is heard by the pilot inside. Perhaps a splattering across his windshield.
You see this man go. You hear a loud crunch as it hits the metal. You see a dent as there's a tiny hole, and then you two just see. You hear another thud as this wall through this house next to you also breaks, and you just see a guy go whoop as he splatters into the other house.
Oh, he was still alive enough to scream.
No.
Has this mech taken system damage yet? I threw that pretty hard.
This mech, you. I'm so glad you asked. Give me a perception check.
Oh no, is it 3 kobolds? and a
20!
This is not
So
a mech.
20.
This is not a mech. This is a big robot.
Oh.
Is that not what a mech is? 2146 is
There's-
confused.
2140,
Yeah,
I don't know what 2146 believes. Us outside of it, there's no man inside. This
Oh,
is
it's
just machine.
autonomous.
An
Yes.
automaton.
There was a man inside.
Briefly,
was.
very briefly,
For but a
it had a
moment.
pilot.
Well, it had a man inside, not
Yeah,
necessarily pilot.
it wasn't drift compatible.
Tula.
When I
We are winning!
when I gain my SP, I get a little bit more.
Why do you sound so sad? This is glorious!
You can spend PP to
How
ignore.
much? Hold on. How many rounds of playtesting and so many people who had their eyes on this and a board? Picture a boardroom of executives. All of these people, and not one and they still landed on for the most important mechanic of this combat, calling it PP.
We corrupted it. They expected people to be mature players and say PowerPoint.
2146 would like to foist the blame onto Corey for writing Lamau in tiny text next to PP.
I will say Pokemon, to my knowledge,
Yes.
Pokemon did it first.
Pokemon has been doing that since
PP
1997.
is also quite common. It's
Wait,
not-
so PP was stored in the Pokeballs?
Yes!
No, I'm taking my turn!
We did it! We did it, guys!
No!
Series over! We found the conclusion!
Just next time.
I'm taking my turn. What were you gonna say about the PP?
That's the real secret.
You can
between
spend
the
2
stars.
PP.
Maybe we were the real Pokemonsters all along.
Guys, we have 15 minutes before it's time. We have got to wrap here.
All right.
You can spend 2
There
of your.
was-
You can spend 2 PP,
Yeah.
okay, to ignore the malfunction. So you can move normally, but
I
just
don't
each
care.
turn.
I need shields.
Okay.
They keep messing me up every turn. So when I gain 11, I spend 2, and I actually gain a little bit more than that. It's 19. That is my new total of SP.
Mazel tov.
Here
6
we go.
away.
Okay. I'm gonna use what is now my full movement to stay. I mean, can I use multiple P actions?
Yeah, you can use 2 PP.
There's
Nice.
multiple
Hold it
different
together.
ones.
If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do a full action, you can do multiples, I think.
I can't.
As far as I understand, the ignoring malfunction is not like an action that you take. It is just you spend those to be able to move normally.
Only the ones that say they are actions are
I'm
ex-
still
oh,
gonna
rolls
hit
a
this
full
guy
action.
anyways. I don't need to. I'll use my full action
Marisha,
as I slowly get up, and as I am bringing myself to my feet again, getting ready to fly, I'm going to swing my scythe up, and I'm hoping to dissect him.
Okay, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, man. It's a 3 on the die. But that's
Hoping.
just 27 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah, here we go. And I'm gonna use the iPad.
We remembered. We remembered. We have it.
And 11? No, 16. It is not, it feels significantly less cool to do it. To be like, yeah, let me get my damage.
It's nicer, especially back here because I have a screen, so you can't see what I'm doing. As far as you know, it's all cool.
It's 37.
37 damage.
Yes. Yeah.
You slice through. You're not able to fully bisect it. That there's one still standing there, or 2 of them are still standing, but one does look pretty bad.
They gotta be really bad shape because every move I've just tried to dissect. Like, there's.
You did kill 2 of them in 1 turn, so they are not doing super hot. That is their turn again. Let me think. They're both just gonna try to bite you here.
Oh, now I have 19 shields.
So that is to bite. That's one is 20. No,
No.
31 to hit. KAC, and then the other one is higher.
Okay, they both hit.
Okay.
Now get on with it.
That is a total of 53 piercing damage.
Between both?
Yes. So 10 might take 10 off. So 43 total.
Because my hardness.
Yes.
You had some shield.
Everyone relax. That's 50. So that's 53 piercing damage as they bite in and begin tearing away at your wires.
So
and
I'm at
armors.
19 HP,
Okay.
That's another system failure.
and I'm gonna get another system failure.
Make me a d20 roll.
Okay.
Watch out now.
10.
10. That is
Same system.
same system.
My legs
What happens
inoperable.
They are inoperable.
My legs.
Your legs don't work no more. You can now spend on your turn 4 PP to make that be ignored.
It's on my PP.
There's no PP left for that.
I'm gonna,
move.
you're still standing. You the only reason you were prone before is because you fell from the sky and your legs didn't work. You're still standing. They just don't respond to whatever you're trying to move.
But kneeling
Your
probably more
landing
accurate.
gear.
Yes.
You have no landing gear now, so.
Where,
you have
if
to-
I use 4, I can still swing?
If you use 4, you can move.
swing.
You
It's-
can
your
swing.
legs are broken.
Yeah, you don't have a move action at the moment.
You can't move at all.
Yeah.
you can
No.
fly.
I understand that, but inoperable, then you can use.
Your legs are inoperable.
Yeah.
Oh, just not me.
Yes, correct.
Oh.
Now, if you
Well,
if you
okay.
hit the 0, then yes, you.
Okay.
This is that last wizard who is still here, and he's going to
Present.
He's going to look at the guy who shot lightning at him, and he's going to cast a spell at
He
you.
provokes.
He does provoke, yes.
We have discovered provoking now.
It is kind of keeping me alive. 31 to hit him.
That will hit.
And I will spend a point to make it big damage.
Big damage.
Big damage.
46 piercing damage.
You see him as he pulls out what looks like just a small little piece of electronics. Like it looks like he just ripped it out of something, and lightning begins to form around him, and it's arcing and hitting the ground and hitting things around him. And it looks like this was a massive thing. And then as he's about to launch a massive lightning bolt, you just and he's dead. and he's just completely gone as he's been erased from the game. You've now fully killed one of the 4.
Stuck on the.
I'm amazed that small man is still. That makes more sense.
Nope, I forgot.
He survived the building too.
The second building is what got him in. That is now Big Metal Machine. It is going to look at you, 2146, and you see it now put its arms down, and it reverses just a tiny bit as it now, full throttle, is going to attempt to slam into you with a natural 1.
That sounds about right. Yes.
He tried to body slam you with a regular steel chair.
2146's mech's hand is already up from the pit, so they just put the hand on the head of this little robot thing and hold it back. Kind of confused.
You hear tires just squealing as it's trying to rev into you.
Oh, AJ's fighting a Roomba.
You're fighting a Roomba. Tula's legs don't work.
I have 4 dragons.
You're on a roof getting eaten by a dragon. 2146 is throwing men through a building. They're having a great time.
We are not the same.
You got a Roomba and 3
This is a
ants. I have
wonderful
the entire
experience.
cast of Dragon Tales.
Alessa, it is your turn.
Okay. Hylas finds the little control. She like pulls up on it. It's like, okay, this is flying. Moves upward a little bit. So I want to try to get above Vinny. For a line of sight on those last 2 over yonder.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna just do I think I can do a devastating hit. I'm gonna try a devastating hit.
I'm gonna root and cheer for you. Let's see. Root and cheer.
Okay, yeah, devastating hit. Let's try this.
Woo!
Big money, please.
Devastating.
Whoa!
Shooting.
Do it!
I think this is. I'm pretty sure this is from my friend Colby.
Colby!
Colby!
I'm gonna re-roll that too because I really want to be useful. I'm gonna use this dice. Yeah, aiming.
That's a toot right there.
You were supposed to re-roll it to something different, Marcus. That's what the hero point is for.
This is the same roll.
So 2 again. Yeah.
What's your total? What's your total?
23.
23. Which AC?
That's probably EAC.
Will hit.
It is
In
a
spite
miracle.
of
It's a St. Patrick's Day miracle.
There's no more snakes in Ireland.
Okay.
We did it.
And because it's a line attack, now I can try hitting the other guy, which now seems like it's probably guaranteed as long as it's not a natural 1. It's a natural 20.
Oh my god!
He's crazy.
This is the first one and just explodes the second one.
This is not your first rodeo.
Okay. I'm assuming that the line is still 2. It has to be 2.
It is truly all or nothing with Marcus. There's never an in between.
And I did a devastating hit, so
Feast
now
or
it's
famine.
the D12s. That's a 20. There it is. Can you math for me?
Yep.
Thank you.
Continue.
Calculator man. Ooh.
Calculator, man. He's numbers.
36 for dice.
Okay, plus 11.
47.
47 to
One
the
of those is
first
doubled,
dude.
right? Okay, 47 just for the first dude.
Yeah, I'm
I
assuming.
believe it's the same damage for everyone. You
Okay,
just roll the
makes sense.
separate attacks.
Oh.
Then 47, then damage, then
So 94.
And if he's not already dead yet, that has critical wound. I don't know what that means.
It kills him.
It kills him.
He's dead.
He kills him, but he like loses an eye first.
You
or
zap
something.
through the first one, and it pierces his heart as it falls down, which just leaves right to the second one. And it does almost the exact same thing, but that just begins to disintegrate a bit, and his blood begins to boil out of his mouth. And Tula, you just see these things just drop dead right in front of you.
I wanted to see it do like an anime explosion.
got that with
the
3
lightning
men.
and blows up.
I gave you 3 men who exploded.
That's new. He didn't let me throw a man through a
I'm
building.
finally understanding the controls. I had to turn the damage up to maximum. That little button there.
Why is
Yes,
that
you
even a
turn
switch?
off the weapon safeties.
All right.
This is
Why
just
didn't
like
no
a
one tell us
toaster
this?
inside where you have to put it up. That's a joke.
I didn't hear what you said. I wasn't trying to shut you down. Vinny.
Me? Oh.
Oh, me.
I'll run through the tree line if I can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're good. It's fine.
Then I'll
You're a massive mech. It's not a tree, it's a twig.
have the rocket. Well, actually, I have 80 feet of movement. Could I get to it and stab it?
I think so.
Is that 80 feet?
80
on
feet
foot
of
or
movement
flying?
and 15 feet
mine
of
can't
reach.
fly.
And 15 feet reach.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so you're good. You can do
sweet.
it.
You're gonna get a stabbing, but I'm
Is
going.
this flanking? I am technically on their left. Very slightly.
Legally on his left.
I guess.
So what is the flanking bonus?
They are
I'll give you
flat-footed.
flanking. Yeah. I'll give you flanking.
And I'm
I
gonna
don't
aim.
think it will matter. It does not seem difficult to hit.
Well, you say that with words.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
It's a 25 with its flat-footed.
With its which AC?
Stabbing, so probably K.
That will miss.
I lied.
This has never happened.
Well, I don't know what to do in this situation.
It sees you for a second, and you see it very quickly just to the side.
That right?
2146.
It's okay. It's AJ's turn.
Shields are full now. By simply not getting hit. For like 1 round. 2146 is still playing with buttons and has found a strange fader of sorts that clicks up and down, and they're trying to figure out what it does. And you, Vinny, outside, can see 2146's massive sword fall apart, and then come back together, and then fall apart, and then come back together. And there's just kind of a string between all the sections of it while it's collapsed. And finally, they seem to notice what this does, and they go, "Oh! A whip! This is perfect!" And 2146 is going to spend 1 PP to put their sword into whip mode. I can't believe this is the mech that I have. This is...
You truly just like, that's my man. That's my
The
man.
blade's going to get pulled back, and as it swings forward, he's going to push the fader up, and it's going to disconnect into this sectioned bladed whip and slap down, slicing across this, and the friction of this and whatever material threads it together in the center is going to spark and crackle with a burst of fire as it rips across this mech.
Ooh, very cool.
This thing gets cool when I use my PP.
I think it's getting hot.
Amen, brother.
It gets really hot when I use my PP.
Yeah.
Guys, I gotta go home. My mom said I can't hang out with you guys anymore.
We're gonna have to go to confession after this.
It will be a
Definitely
29 to hit.
Will
You
hit.
think the Corgi Pope will forgive us for these transgressions?
Never.
10 days of the cone of shame.
Oh my gosh.
Say 10. Who's a good boy?
Forgive me, Father.
It will be 42 points of now combined slashing and fire damage on this.
42.
They're not indulgences, they're called treats.
It's looking worse for wear as it is beginning to, you see it spark more and start to rattle a bit more, and it is falling apart a bit.
As the arm gets pulled back from this dragon, this sectioned blade rips across its hull again as this readies for another strike. But that's it for now.
Tula,
Can I still fly?
if you use 4 PP,
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense why you have to, why you can't, the wings are not your legs. Why did she have to?
This should have been a devastating.
I don't know, man. I agree. I'm going with the rules. I'm going with what Paizo told me.
It's okay.
I assume they did it for balancing, but they just didn't flavor it properly. So
I drained the remainder of my PP.
Think of lower as movement systems if
I
it makes
have-
you feel better on your insides.
I ain't got no more PP.
oh,
But I'm gonna fly at the sky.
couldn't be me.
And I'm going to kind of, I imagine, like sputtering as she's trying to fly it over. She's actively like pulling seatbelts from every corner of the cockpit because it's a way rockier ride now.
Rattling.
And then she just yanks the scythe up and tries to bring it slamming down with her. I hit the mic. I'm sorry. With her own force. With her own force, as gravity is also pulling the mech back down to the ground. It can't stay in the air. It's just a hit. It's all I could do. It's with my scythe. It's a nat 20!
Just crashes the whole mech into it.
Here we go! Whee! Oh!
Wow.
2146 thinks it is dead now.
That's a
Gross.
lot. That's 14,
Sounding like it.
20. That's what? So 35, right?
Yeah.
Plus my 16.
51.
51, but it's a crit.
102.
102 damage!
That's triple digits.
Triple digits!
Exactly how much I had left over.
No!
102.
No, it didn't!
You're lying. Show us the math.
I'm gone.
Are you serious?
On
did.
Corgus Rex.
Corgus Rex is wrecked.
No way!
This entire side, you go up to the heavens as you slice down and bring this entire thing down with your weight included, cleaving it in half, and it explodes. Just a massive burst of fire and force as all of you are standing there in mechs. One mech very badly damaged, but all now understanding how to pilot these massive robots a little better. See as the town people come out of hiding and coming back into town, cheering and screaming and applauding as these 4 people have saved what remains of their village.
Is there not still a dragon breathing on the entire village?
There is an Ayleth right above
That
you.
does still seem to be a pertinent issue.
But that's an issue for another night. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of this
The
episode.
cheering feels premature.
No! We killed a bunch of people. I'm gonna roll down my window and then I'm gonna emote.
That is the end of this episode. Thank you so much for joining us. If you like what we do here, you can support us by following us at UGT Show. There's a little peek for you. At UGT Show on all of our social medias. We have been teasing. We have a couple of things coming out soon. First up, in 2 weeks.
Yeah. It really is.
It's a family reunion.
The White Eyes White Dragon.
In 2 weeks, we have Secrets Between the Stars Season 3 beginning. It'll be 3 of these people. And then also our friends Gary and Riley will be there. It is the Wild Western one. It'll be very exciting. And then the Sunday after that, Strange Aeons Book 4, right?
Book 4.
Book 4.
March 30th.
Oh,
2 week from yesterday.
I'm so excited.
We got a lot of things cooking back here. We've been cooking on a lot of these for a long time, and they're finally coming out of the oven. And we're so excited. So thank you again for joining us. Please check out all of our social medias at UGT Show. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. It is super helpful if you can do that. It helps us get the word out. And with that, I think that's everything. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good night.
Bye.